what's up, everybody? Friday. We made it. All right, we made it to Friday. And what a weekend we have ahead of us here. What a day we have ahead of us here. And WPIG is here to guide you through the rest of your Friday. Well, at least until about 5 p.m. Eastern Standard. You know what I'm saying? So, schedule style segment. Let's go right now. If you were over there at WPIG, you got to watch Philip having trouble with Ocarina of Time for the last 2.5 hours. Now, we start a lore stream until the slideshow starts today. And then, Snood's coming in the booth, and we'll do the pre-stream until 5 p.m. What a day, what a day, what a day. Big ups, everybody, for chilling. We just gotten word. I've just gotten word that Snood might join us early here. But hold on, let's let him in. Let's get him settled in here before we join the show here. So let me give a quick history lesson here on what has happened in our story so far. And our story so far, of course, revolves around copyrighted fan art. Now, part 1 is already up. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. But it revolves around two gentlemen, one known as Jackie Chin and the other known as Be Awesome One. Now, what they did is they gave fan art to Philip, and after Philip was doing some Philip-style things and pissed him off enough, well, first it started with Jackie Chin. And Jackie Chin struck up some videos that had the fan art of his. Then Philip said, well, good luck. Good luck trying to do fan art again, or something, whatever bullshit. I can't remember exactly what he said. But Be Awesome once said, well, we'll see about that, and struck down some fan art that he had himself made. And Philip, we would just finish watching. There was 2 emergency-style videos talking about the strikes we just watched in detail in the last show. Now, we are in the aftermath of those copyright strikes. The time is September 1st, 2015. And now Philip has dealing with these 2 strikes, dealing with the Be Awesome One strikes and the Jackie Chan having his quick succession, and we're figuring out what can we do to fix the problem, right? We got a big problem on our hands, all right? So with that preamble out of the way, I think I am ready now to join. Snood is ready to join us here. Did you get y'all set up? Did Chu set you up with your microphone and everything, Snood? Are you in here?
Yeah, she finished me off all good. I'm all set up
I
now.
don't know about that. Let's not get crazy about that, okay?
Wrong term. That's the wrong term. I'm so sorry.
So what happened was Mr. Extravagant, he did delete the 1 million views. Remember, he did not mention a single word about Machinima telling him to do so. He just deleted all those videos, but he would tell us many years later that Machinima told him to do that. However, in the story now, he did not say that. Just something to keep in mind. Okay, we are ready to rock. And reminder, we are going to go into the slideshow, and then I'm going to stop this stream, and we're going to restart the stream with the pre-stream, all right? Just so we can keep this kind of lore stream separate, all right? Anyways, enough nonsense, enough messing around. Let's go to, we are now a single day after, a few days after the second emergency stream that he, remember, I cannot stream, it's a big problem, guys, what's going on? We're going to, after that, the aftermath of that is here.
Sound good, but we'll get through it, okay? So anyway, yeah, I apologize that some of these playthroughs have vanished. I really do, especially the one in particular that really fucking irks me is Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright, because you guys know, if you watched that playthrough a year ago, it was actually a year ago when I was doing that playthrough.
Who hasn't seen that classic?
Obviously.
Yeah, please say I've seen that.
The PS4 menu music, the PS3 menu music is doing like a weird thing to my brain right now, and I don't like it. So.
Definitely. BR Joe says, previously on Gout Man. Yeah. When I finish, I got to say, same bat time, same Gout time, same Gout channel.
Last time
I put a
Gouty Roach Pig.
But yeah, this is, by the way, part 2, by the way. There's no way we're finishing this, so there's going to be 3 parts, I'm sure. But let's go. Let's go as far as we can. Come on.
Fucking effort into that playthrough, dude. I did every voice, and every voice sounded different, had different accents and stuff, British accents. I worked my fucking ass off in that playthrough. And
I forgot about that. I work my ass off, Snoot. That's someone that does impressions, you know. Impressions take a lot out of you, don't they?
Oh boy, like you're talking the whole time, and taking 10-minute breaks, every 5 minutes. It is a lot of work. It is a lot.
Holy
of work.
shit, man, this is tough. He did do a lot of hard work in that one.
Now, I don't know if I will ever be able to make it live again, because people have found this loophole on YouTube where they can just look at artwork of such, like, that Nintendo drew and fucking false flag videos and say that I'm stealing Nintendo's artwork and get copyright strikes against me.
That's not true, by the way. I mean, it's not. What Be Awesome One did, I should have the picture up for you in a second here so you can see. They just made fan art using assets from games, of course, but it's still fan art they made, and it's their own work, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's how it works, man.
Same.
Listen to the words he said.
Yeah.
You could look at art and then false copyright claim it. Like,
yeah, it's not how it works, by the way. Yeah, I
don't
Mario,
think so. I
yeah.
saw a picture of the Mona Lisa, and so I copyright struck the Louvre.
Yeah.
It really is insane.
Definitely.
But that's because YouTube, like I said, they're a bunch of lily-livered shitheads.
What? Whoa.
Now,
hold on.
cotton-picking, concerning, lily-livered sickos.
That is a term I have never heard in my days. Lily-livered?
That's like literally something Yosemite Sam says. Like, that is Looney Tunes level.
Lily-livered. Wow.
You caterwauling, gosh darn, cotton frassafrassin, brickin'.
Lily-livered. All right. I'll try to bring that in my repertoire now. Let's wait for it.
lily-livered.
And that's the bottom line. Google and YouTube only care about themselves. Even though YouTube is a website that was only successful because people willingly gave their content, their creative work for free to Google to make money.
Yes.
Google doesn't care.
Google
They
don't
don't
give a
protect the
shit.
user, the uploader, no one. All they care about is legally protecting themselves, and that's why.
Because if they don't do that, no one can post anything anywhere. So they better take care of that problem, sir.
Yeah. Better protect our website so that other people can continue to use our website, you see.
The pasta maker, right on time, says YouTube should hire Phil. He has an uncanny ability to find all their loopholes. It's really astounding.
True. Very true.
Shoutouts to Loophole, SOK member that I interviewed last year.
Classic. That's a great name.
all these false claims against me, which is bullshit.
Bullshit. Fuckers. Lily-livered assholes.
Okay.
Lily-livered cowards.
Really ridiculous.
It's ridiculous, dude.
So anyway, it is what it is, everyone. It's life. I'm moving on.
Right.
But the good
Sounds
news is
like
by
it.
the end of this week, all the false copyright strikes should be gone.
There we go.
Can't use fan
And it'll
art
never happen
anymore.
again.
As you see on the pre-stream, no fan art. Just going to be doing the dashboard of my consoles from now on. You know what I mean?
That won't lead to any problems in the future, will it? No problems coming there.
It is what it is. But I'm going to move forward positively. I'm not going to dwell on it. After this week, I'm never going to fucking mention it again. And hopefully, we'll be so immersed.
Is August 25th, 2015 pre-stream on the list? No, but I can be. If you wanted to. It is not on the list here.
Bring it up.
I'll find. No, I'm not telling you to do that. I'll do it. Hold on.
No, I thought you were telling Doomer Ziggy. I was telling Doomer Ziggy to do it.
If you have it, though, I'll take the link. But if not, I'll look for it now. This is September 1st, so we're just, let's say, 6 days after that right now. But I can get it.
With new games and stuff, the next few months, we won't give a shit anymore, right? We'll be back to business and we'll have fun. And that's what this is all about, having fun. Okay? So again, about an hour and a half to 2 hours of Mad Max tonight. Don't worry if you're like, oh, man, it's not a lot. Tomorrow, first stream, I'm doing Mad Max. So I guarantee you 4 to 5 hours of Mad Max coverage just within tonight and tomorrow. And then we'll see what happens, later in the week.
Okay.
Depending on...
Okay, so Doomer Ziggy's saying, yeah, it looks like he was jerking it. His camera comes on by mistake. Okay, so post... Oh, wow.
As if there's a second incident, underreported incident. Come on.
Interestingly enough, there's a playlist Philip made himself called Pre-Stream Archives. It is post-August 2015, that exact month in question right here. I wonder what that's about. Huh. Gets... intrigue gets even thicker here. 2000... I can't find it right now. Maybe he took that one down?
Could be.
That's one of the ones that got hit with the Oh, as soon as I say that, as soon as I say, if only there was a way I could snap my fingers and show the exact thing Doomer Ziggy's talking of, and now I can, thanks to the man himself, Doomer Ziggy.
Go ahead.
Here we go. Okay.
How to play a Minotaur in D&D? Click that link.
Okay, definitely.
Whoa, there's actually a face cam. I didn't expect that.
Oh my God.
Look how sweaty he is.
Wow, you're right. This is probably, I mean, you will never know, but look.
Whoa, there's actually a face cam. I didn't expect that. Oops.
I mean, he does kind of look like he was just sort of tussling in the hay with a lover, right? Like,
well, I don't know how. I mean, he must do that pretty feverishly. If that's,
I am pretty positive that he does do it extremely feverishly. I think we've been made privy to that quite often, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, yeah, he does seem to be in a bit of a struggle, doesn't he? At least a little battle.
His hair is all out of place, like he's like sweaty.
Wow, good call, Doomer. I will play this tomorrow. On that being said, as well, because I think that's more people need to see that. Because I don't think enough people have seen that actually.
Whoa!
On how people are liking
is
the playthrough, if they want to see me play more of this or more of Metal Gear, we'll go from there. From what I'm understanding, this game to go through it is around anywhere from 12 to 16 hours. People are saying. If you rush through it, you can apparently beat it quickly, like 6 to 8 hours. But you know, obviously, I'm not going to rush through. I'm going to take my time and enjoy it. And you know, so it might take, you know, playing this with Metal Gear.
Okay, we got the point on this one. The copyright strikes are falling away. Some Twitter stuff here. Eddie in the house, Eddie B 43 says, "Relax, be awesome one. DSP is already calling out Jackie Chan for a single frame of artwork. But the fan art is gone. How the fuck are they doing this? Jackie Chan spent an entire month watching every video looking for single frames of art and found at least one. FYI, the copyright strike is again for a single frame of artwork from a video in 2014, which there's no way I could have known about." Wow. I don't know what that means. There's no way I could have known about? Well, you added the art yourself. I mean, what does that mean?
Which there's no way I could have. Well, yeah, you did it. Like, you put it there. You could have known about that if you remembered. You weren't drunk.
Was there a single frame too? I mean, I'm Xing the gal out of that
I
one.
scraped everything except the one frame. They got me on that one.
So there we go. Oh, what to say? Shout outs to Chio for what you're about to see on your screen here. Let me do this more. Let me do this more. Let's see.
Quickly.
Theater style.
Professionally.
Professionally here.
Intelligently.
Something like that. We would like to welcome in a new snood avatar made by Chio. And it is pretty cool. This
better not be insulting. I'm gonna be a little bit upset if this is insulting.
It's not. I promise you, it's not insulting. You think Chio would do that to you? No,
no,
it's not.
I guess not. You're right.
It's not. It's not. I didn't make it. If I made it, it would be. But this one's not made.
You're putting it in a public place for people to see, and I'm right here and everything.
I promise you, it's not insulting.
Okay. You say that much at the end of that? Did you qualify with that? With that much?
It's just. I'm showing it. Hang on, I got to bring it up.
Here
we go. Say hello to the new snood.
All right. Oh, okay. That's better. That's
See?
Okay. I like that. That's good.
Bitch.
That's good. That's more on brand too.
Big ups Chio for that.
Yes, thank you.
Bitching about it. You thought it was gonna be as tasteful or something.
Do I not have a reason to be concerned at least a little?
I appreciate that.
Anyways, Snood got more cutified. Anyways,
yes, it is very cute. I will agree with that.
Move forward positively here. Okay. So now we have a great first frame here.
We got the sort of the chipmunk and the corner demons happening at the same time, right? That's good.
Yeah. Big ups to Mr. Extravagant in the house. It's still hard to believe this guy's 42 years old and still act like a baby almost daily. I wonder if Linda and Dave ever talk about how bad they screwed up their offspring. Yesterday, Philip did talk about how his parents know all the shit he goes through. And and I wonder if, you know why? Because they do a weekly call and Philip gives them the pre-stream every week. I'm sure of that.
Yeah, no shit. Like,
there's no chance.
When he says they know everything that's going on, that's kind of not exactly true because they know Phil's version of everything that's going on, right?
Yeah, so they probably think we are literally Hitler, right? Yeah. We are all Hitlers. Like, we kill people around the world.
That guy who knocked on Nick Fuentes' door was at DSP's house every day of the week, right?
Yeah. We do everything bad in the world as detractors. I'm guaranteeing that's what they think of us. You know what I'm saying? So just get ready. Line called Avocado in the house. Big ups. Thanks for being upgrading membership. Big ups. And Vike says, ALT, I will have a Vinny's Pizza hat by February, I hope. All right, Vikes. I will handle all of your fan fictions. We can get a Vinny's Pizza hat. That's a legendary.
Handle something.
All right, let's fucking go. We have to watch this. Attacked yet again. Streaming gone.
Not again.
What?
All right, hello everyone. Darkside Phil here with a All right, hello.
What was that face? Hello.
All right, hello
Weird.
everyone. Darkside Phil here with a special
Weird skin suit moves there, isn't it?
That's kind of like it looks like he's getting ready for a fight right there, but he's still a little bit like too low T to actually go for the fight. So he's just kind of like, well, I don't want to have to fight, but I might if you force me, maybe.
video, not a video that I had planned on making,
right?
And certainly not a video that I'm happy to be making.
Okay, great.
Unfortunately, we got some more malicious stuff going on in regards to myself, my content, my business, and I need to let everyone know exactly what's going on, so that you know what to expect in the next couple of weeks. All right,
go ahead.
At this point, I say that I'm at my wit's end. Like, it's kind of weird because I don't even feel like kind of angry anymore about attacks and stuff on myself, because this year I've pretty much had so much, just blatant negative attacks against me. Whether it was DDoS attacks on my internet, whether it was getting swatted, whether it was getting false copyright strikes, losing my streaming capability, all these things. And I'm kind of, at this point, I'll be honest, I think I'm starting to get desensitized. And that's not a good thing. I should still have that.
And that's not a good thing.
I'm starting to get desensitized.
You guys, I think I'm starting to grow a thick skin. Is what he's complaining about right now, right? Well, you know what, guys? I guess I'm just not letting things get to me anymore.
Big ups, Doom Messiah says from August 2019 and October 2021, DSP made $98,000 from Twitch alone. Just proves he is a lottery winner. He can't stop wasting his money. That's why, as Meerkat said in that one great video, anyone getting pissed about how much money he makes, just remember, it doesn't make him any happier outside of the second he receives it, and it goes right out the door. The second he gets it.
In the more money he gets, in a way that kind of sets his expectations higher and higher every single time, and so the fall is even more precipitous.
Yeah,
so.
You can't compare it to like when you get money. Let's say you get a windfall of an extra 1,000 or something from a bonus at work. You can take that money and enjoy it and spend it on, whether it be something fun, okay, fuck it, I want to go to a strip club for a night. Or you might save it. You are getting enjoyment out of it more than he does. You know what I mean? So
infinitely more, because you're getting something in return in some way, surely, right?
Yes.
He literally gets nothing.
So, big ups Extreme, who says, slight derail. Have you guys seen the price of the GoldenEye 007 with we, DSP, and John Rambo sign on eBay? Yeah, it's like $10,000, isn't it?
Yeah, it's something ridiculous like that.
Yeah. It does have the Darkside Phil classic serial killer signature, by the way. Very funny.
Mystic letters, very good.
Yeah. Clip Curator says, Linda and Dave need to have a holiday intervention with Philip, crashing out daily. Well, that's why they sent more. They don't know how to show love or affection, so they just buy more Christmas ornaments.
Yeah. Here's another ceramic Christmas tree, honey. Don't kill yourself, please.
Extreme is correcting with my extreme slander I said here. I misspoke.
Oh.
It was $250,000. Sorry, I misspoke.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Let's go. 1 Minute Man with a Hogan membership. Big ass 1 Minute Man.
Same reaction, but I'm kind of at this point just getting desensitized to it because it's happened so many times this year. But in regards to that, let me explain. I'm not going to go too much into length here, but I just want to let everyone know that as of right now, as of today, I've had another false copyright strike issued against me here on DSP Gaming, which is why I'm making this video and uploading it to this channel. And because of that, I've once again lost my streaming privileges, just like I did back in August.
Yep.
The copyright strike was issued against a video from June of 2014 that was a gameplay video that had like 20 seconds of an intro or something that has...
excuse me, sir. You said it was 1 frame. So that story changed quick, didn't it? Shoot.
Do you know how many frames there are in a second? How many frames are in a second? 30?
Well, if it's 30 frames per second, it seems like you have way more than a single frame, don't you?
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of seconds.
Shoot.
That's like enough to get like anything copyright struck on YouTube, right? That's like 5 seconds of wrestling promo. You're done.
Yeah. Who's Poppin' says, I like Snood's use of big words.
Oh, thank you.
Well, I'm not. Sometimes he says words that I think he just makes up, though. But yeah, honestly,
Well, you wouldn't know either way, so I can just do what I want, right?
Overall, it's fine. Merry Christmas,
Yeah.
everyone. If it were up to Phil, many of us would be on Santa's naughty list. Big ups, dude. Oh, definitely. Oh,
Big
we
ups.
God, we are. Oh, look, we got a contribution from 1 Minute Man.
Whoa.
1 Minute Man, the man, the myth, the legend. I don't know if this is 1 Minute Man, but it's
Yeah.
it's a funny LARP either way. So big ups, 1 Minute Man.
Big ups.
Your consistent support is so appreciated. Even though
you'll never leave, and you will never leave.
after a year, he just like kind of like shrugged it off. You know, he kind of got tired of it, but he still wants it. But he got tired of it. You know. Oh, 1 minute, man. We got $25 for 1 minute, man.
Those were the good days.
artwork, fan art in the video. It wasn't intentional. It was actually, I guess, a video that I had done from my PC, and so it actually hadn't been even intentional. I guess that fan art had been playing or whatever, and
what?
they flagged one of, even intentionally. I
Hold
guess,
on, let me hear that
I
again.
had done from my PC video.
Okay.
It wasn't intentional. It was actually, I guess, a video that I had done from my PC.
Yeah.
And so it actually hadn't been even intentional. I guess that fan art had been playing or whatever. And
Yeah, so you still played it.
I just accidentally stole, stupid.
Yeah. What?
it flagged.
If you
one.
just go back to where his head is on the back of his hand, his hands are on the back of his head there, just 5 seconds or something. That's like the moment in like a true crime video when the frame would stop and it would go black and white, and then the narrator would come in and be like, observe the following 10 signs of deceptiveness here.
Yeah. You're right.
And even intentional, I guess that fan art had been playing or whatever, and they flagged one of the
That's like, look at this. Corner demon coming down from the rafters right here. Holy shit, no.
pictures saying that they were the legal copyright owner of one of the pictures in this video.
Yeah?
Uh-huh.
Come to find out, the picture in the video was a picture from E3 of booth girls that was put into there, and I guess someone had edited stuff onto it. I guess someone...
Yeah, so see, they made their own transformative work with that picture of the booth girls. Okay. Yes, correct. Go ahead.
found that picture on the internet, and that picture existed before I used it in a video, and so they used that to fool YouTube's system into thinking that I had stolen a copyrighted picture off the internet. All the information of the person who filed this false copyright strike is false. You can see it. It's all completely fake, fabricated, and made up.
Okay.
And they're obviously not the copyright holder of this E3 Booth Babes picture that was used for fan art and was submitted on my forums, legally giving me the right to use it.
Clearly that's not true. Clearly that's not true.
It's
Okay.
the same song and dance.
I posted it to my forums. Case dismissed.
Remember that we saw it last time when he said that fucking first post says nothing about like I have the right to use it in perpetuity. He says nothing at all. It just says like I can use it on my streams now, and that's it. And then he said though he's going to add more to it to then try to make it legally binding, but that means it wasn't at the time, right? If you have to fix it.
Oh, so Phil just like jumped the gun then and just uploaded it. You like used it too soon.
Yeah.
This is what happened to me back in August. It's completely bogus.
Okay.
It's going to be removed. But now we have to go through the hassle of me disputing the copyright strike and having to wait 2 weeks for it to be lifted.
What a rigmarole.
I had to contact Machinima. Machinima
Machinima.
had to go ahead and contact YouTube, and now YouTube, of course, is going to drag their feet. But hopefully, just like back in August, they can restore my streaming capability so that I can start streaming again as soon as possible. Now, the good news is this.
So this video won't be 20 minutes, right? We're 3 minutes
Why should
in.
it? You said everything's okay, right?
Number one, I want to make this abundantly clear. Number
Please,
one,
please.
these false copyright strikes are not going to shut down my business.
Oh,
At least
okay.
not
So no problem.
permanently. If 3 false strikes
So they
were
are
all
gonna
to
shut
take
down
hold
here.
at once, this channel, DSP Gaming, would be suspended. And you would
Okay.
see it would say it's shut down because of copyright. But as soon as I dispute those, and the processing goes through, the channel would come back. The problem is this interim nonsense. Where now I
hate the interim nonsense.
And now I
I do hate
They
that.
gotta contact YouTube, and we all have to sit with our thumbs up our asses while we wait for them to take action, which is corporate America is a slow, sluggish process.
Philip wants Machinima to put all hands on deck. Get in here.
Yeah,
Anyone on vacation, come back. We need you here. Philip's going through problems.
Everybody cancel your meetings for the day. We're all assembling the auditorium room today to figure this out.
Thank you so much, Skullmaster Master of Skulls. Big ups, WPIG. This is a Christmas gift for the funniest stream on YouTube and getting me through countless work days. Tell Snood none of this goes to DSP. I will definitely tell him that. Snood, you got that?
Well, good news is I don't get any of it in the first place, so there you go.
Thank you so much, Skullmaster. Legendary, sir.
Thank you
and you
very
got
much.
DSP's Tournament Survival Kit. That's a great fucking pull, too. Thank you so much, Skullmaster.
Process to get anything through
Master of Skulls, by the way. That's his. He's also known as that. Skullmaster and Master of Skulls.
anywhere. And that is the problem, is I'm not 100%, oh no, my business is going to shut down at risk, but we're now in the hardcore gaming season, and luckily this week,
not
let's
the
be honest,
no!
there wasn't a heck of a lot going on. A lot of the games that came out in the past couple of weeks were pretty disappointing.
Not
We're
again.
Not big, AAA releases that everyone wanted
This
to see,
happens
but in the next
so
few
much.
weeks there are some pretty huge releases coming out that everyone's going to want to see. And if I can't stream, and if my channel shut down temporarily, yes, that's going to kill my business.
Okay, see, remember he just said he's not going to get shut down. It's not going to be a big deal, but now he has to put the fear in your asses. Hear that? Guys, it's not a big deal, guys. There's no problem. It might be a big problem. Oh my God, it might have a big problem.
Yeah, I'm going to easily overcome this, and I'm strong enough to beat this, and it doesn't affect me at all, but I might still die, so you guys are going to have to be on high alert now. And that puts that on you now. Come on.
Vikes has a fan fiction for you here. Snood stores the Velcro wallet under the hat. True or false?
I'm not wearing a hat. The avatar is the hat. I'm not wearing a hat. And I don't even
I'm just trying. I have to read.
Either.
I respect
I know,
Vikes' fan
I know.
fictions. There we go. He has put his hat off. He took his hat off. That's what.
That will potentially destroy everything that I've worked for and put together starting in 2008 and have done for a living since 2011.
Okay.
And a lot of people
that will destroy every what? Hold on, let me hear that.
And have done for a living. Destroy everything that I've worked for and put together starting in 2008 and have done for a living since 2011.
Destroyed.
So, 4
and a lot
years
of
of
people
work,
said, well,
dude.
why don't you do something, Phil, about this? I can't. Here's the deal.
A lot of people have said, why don't you do something about this? Yeah, I hear you. I can't do shit.
Yeah, and I told my mom, all of you, that I can't.
In the United States of America right now, the laws are not set up to protect anyone. There's no system in place on YouTube to protect anyone against this malicious behavior. The police don't give a shit, even though it is a crime.
Police.
To file a
Oh, God, I hope he called the police. Hey, listen, officer, I've got a big problem. What's the deal? Do you need medical? Medical?
I'd like to report some malicious behavior, please.
Yeah.
Online.
Okay, what's going on? Yeah. Someone struck my video. Get the fuck out of here.
Well, back in 2007, I lost my job and
just hang up the phone right away.
Copyright notice or takedown notice against someone if it's not true. It's actually 100% illegal. It is a criminal act that can be punished by law.
Oh my God.
I can't be punished by law.
Enforce it. The police aren't going to drop everything they're doing. If I were to hire a lawyer and the lawyer would have to hire
he literally does think that he wants people to drop everything, like and slide down the fire pole to rescue DSP from copyright strikes.
Hit the alarm. Go, 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 go. DSP got a copyright strike. Go, go,
Red alert.
go.
Red alert.
an investigative team to look into the person who submitted this copyright claim, who, by the way, it would be proven that it was false, and therefore I probably wouldn't even have information on the real person who did it behind it, so I would have no one to sue. Even if there was definitive information on someone I could sue, there's nothing to be gained by it. I literally cannot stop them from doing it, because it's a broken copyright system on YouTube that says you are guilty until proven innocent.
Yeah.
We have a shitty automated robot, not a human. There's no human involved in any of the copyright process on YouTube, and I want everyone to understand that. I explained this on my podcast a few weeks back. There is no human involved in the copyright process on YouTube. It is 100% automated robots who match content based off of some...
I think that's an exaggeration.
It's like iRobot, the movie. Those robots are looking at videos.
Yeah,
let me see this
Smith's
video.
In there.
Yeah,
Will Smith's investigating the copyright strikes on Dark Side Phil.
They're talking
Are
to
you
each
even
other.
alive?
Let me see. Is this video the same as that video? I think it is. And they walk back to their desk. You know,
right.
Formula of criteria, and as long as you fool their system, okay, that's it. You get a copyright strike against your account, a legit copyright strike. This isn't a
legit one
ID match. If I get 3 of these, my channel will be shut down until they get cleared up.
Okay, so it's not a big deal then, right?
There's no one to sue. If I did sue anyone, there's nothing that I could do. I still legally couldn't make them stop. How do you sue? If I were to go to court, let's say I've spent thousands of dollars going to court.
Let's do more ridiculous hypotheticals.
Cheering it up.
Yes.
How do you sue for damages? Well, my channel was shut down for 2 weeks because of you. Estimated I would have made, I don't know, such and such amount of money in 2 weeks. Oh, by the way, you've already spent that and more in legal fees and time away from your business. So I have no recourse. I have no defense.
You're shut down. What?
Whoa! You get those back if you win, by the way.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, oh, but I'm not going to sue you for those parts. Those are my legit expenses, and I can't, charge you for those ones.
What the fuck?
Onto YouTube, and YouTube absolutely refuses to take any responsibility for their broken, easily tricked copyright system. They don't care. To them, in their eyes, it's just, well, as long as we're not getting sued, our copyright system works. So as long as YouTube doesn't get sued, they're happy. Now, I don't make enough money to sue YouTube. I don't. What? Well, a giant bigwig on YouTube who brought in tens of thousands of dollars a day was shut down for false copyright shit like this for 2 weeks, and they sued YouTube. Yeah, if they sued them for hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars in damages because their business was shut down, they could probably win and get YouTube to change their copyright system. But I don't have that clout. I'm just a one-man band. I always
one-man band.
One-man band.
You've heard of 5 bands. They've heard of one-man band. That's a hell of a band.
1 minute man band.
Oh, Logan K in the house says, by saying there is nothing he can do, he is making himself powerless and very easy to troll via content ID. He sets himself up for this. Yeah, that very true, Logan K. He's saying anyone can do this, and here's what you have to do.
I was just gonna say, I guess like probably a bad strategy with dealing with bullies is like saying like, guys, the waistband of my sweatpants is very, very loose. It's very, very easy to pull down. So do not do that. Okay, that is a very easy way to get people to laugh at me. And do not do it. I cannot fight back.
And also, I hate worms. So if you put a worm near me, I freak out. Don't do that, please.
Do not do that either.
Thank you.
Have been a one-man army. You know, and I don't have
now we're one-man army.
Yeah. I always have been a one-man army. You know, and I don't have the clout to really do anything.
Clout.
So I have no recourse. There's no way for me to take down the people doing it. There's no way for me to get YouTube to change their system. This will be happening from time to time.
I thought the same thing, Jason.
Now, some people might say, well, Phil, how did this happen? I thought that back in August, you had protected yourself.
No, I did that to the nerds.
As much as I could. I did due diligence. I deleted all of the pre-streams. That's right. Any pre-stream I'd ever done since I started streaming.
Okay, now he's going to tell us what he did. Machinima definitely told him to do this, right? Definitely told him. So we're going to hear that part too, right? Let me go.
And uploaded those to YouTube was deleted. Because I knew those all had fan art in them.
Well, Machinima told you to do that, right?
Huh? Right?
I actually deleted any kind of special video that I had known about on my DSP gaming channel that had some kind of artwork in it, including entire playthroughs. Yes,
well, Machinima told you about that, right?
3DS playthroughs are gone.
Well, of course.
Not that they're permanently gone because I have them backed up, but they're gone. I cannot have those because people will find the artwork and fool YouTube's robot system and say, oh, there's a piece of artwork in this Phoenix Wright video that's official Nintendo artwork, and I work for Nintendo, so I'm claiming it. It's preposterous and bogus shit, but until YouTube gets their shit together, people like me will constantly be afflicted by this. Now you might
afflicted. It's like the plague.
Yeah, but sorry, he's not saying that people are maliciously, like, falsely copyright striking. He's saying that people are finding the places where he got away with copyright infringement previously and reporting it. Or
yeah, I mean,
something.
It's obviously it's a troll action to give fan art to someone and then later say, "Hey, that's mine." You know, it is a troll action, but still, he did. It's his fault. He's opened himself up to this kind of trolling. First of all, by being an asshole.
Careful.
Yeah, that's true.
That too. Plus, he's a big asshole. So
that's why people had thought to do this, right? It's because he was a huge asshole. And then he challenged people too, and said, "Good luck copyright striking fan art." And then, all right.
Good luck pushing me into the girls' locker room. Yeah, right. You'll never do it.
So
you're too stupid.
Right. Because Mr. Nobody, who says he is one man who banned an army, and that is factually fucking based.
Yes.
But I don't understand. What about the big YouTubers? Why aren't they affected? They're protected.
Why?
I already had this conversation with Machinima on YouTube. There is an upper echelon and elite group of YouTubers.
Yeah, oh my God, where's my ex? This
Phil.
is definitely true, by the way. All this is true. All this is
right,
true.
All right, Phil, we're going to let you in on the big secret now. There is an upper echelon of people who are protected, and we are protecting them. Not you.
Not you. You are not welcome into this special club, Philip.
Oh, you don't make enough clout, Philip.
About the big YouTubers, why aren't they affected? They're protected. I already had this conversation with Machinima on YouTube. There is an upper echelon and elite group of YouTubers who are considered the money makers for Google, and they are protected. They are protected against this nonsense, and it's ridiculous. It's an elitist way to do a business that will have a really shitty copyright system. That
By the way, if there was a protected class of YouTubers, Philip would probably be in that list, right? Making $100,000 a year on YouTube.
I'm sorry, but someone who is beaten off live on your website and
Not
did
yet,
not
not
get
yet.
banned
Didn't happen.
permanently?
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah.
That seems like a pretty protected individual right there. So
Yeah, and
what
that didn't
are
happen.
you complaining about?
Yeah, that would happen next year. But you're right. Yeah.
everyone
just
down
saying.
here is affected by, but the elitists aren't, right?
The elitists
aren't. But guess
I just
what?
happen to be
It's
one of the
legal.
top
In the
earners
United
on
States,
YouTube.
It's legal to have a business that has policies like that because you can actually, it's actually legal to say I will do business with these people and not this person. I will give this person a better, a better opportunity than this person. You could kind of do it unless you sue for like an equal opportunity employer.
What?
There's nothing
I don't know what the fuck you said there.
by YouTube. I just upload my
He's
videos
trying to
them. I
say
have a
that like
business
you
relationship with
can
them, but I'm
like
certainly not employed
you
by
can't
them.
be
So I have
discriminated
no
against
legal grounds to
unless you're a gamer, basically.
sue them for having having an elitist opportunity over
I
me
get to
either.
it.
I'm
So
thinking,
ultimately, I'm powerless when it comes to this stuff.
Okay.
yeah, guys, I'm powerless again.
So please stop doing anything, guys. I can't do anything about this, okay? But yeah, don't do it, okay, guys? It really hurts me, but I'm powerless. If anyone would ever try to do this again, I could do nothing to stop it, okay?
So definitely don't do it, please. That would be
Why is Phil
unfair.
making this video? Very simple.
Yeah,
Couple
why?
reasons. Number one, because I want you to understand I can't stream right now, and I do daily streams. There was that time in August when I didn't because of the copyright nonsense. It got cleared up, but then I was sick. I came back, and I've been doing nonstop.
All right, we kind of cut this one. I don't need to hear why he's filming it. Let's go to the last chapter is thank you. Let's see what the thank you is.
And that's about it. The only final thing that I will say is this. Thank you for being supportive. Thank you for understanding. I know, like I said, at this time, I'm almost kind of desensitized. I really am. I'm not angry. I am angry. I'm upset, but I'm not.
I am angry.
I was so pissed when this was happening, and now it's like so much stuff has happened that you get punch drunk over it, and it's kind of like, what the fuck?
Oh my God.
Punch drunk. Then I get real drunk with gin.
Yeah, like an actual drunk.
But some people have already said, well, what can we do to help? It's very simple.
Well, here's where you come in, dumb fucks. Listen up.
I said this all week. Don't take shit for granted. Because this nonsense has been going on all year, this could all end tomorrow because of this nonsense.
God.
So,
I didn't expect that.
the videos
Don't take
that are out
shit
right
for
now,
granted. Hit me before I die, okay?
watch them. Enjoy the content that I put out this week. There's a lot of games this week that people were like,
So just
it
watch
doesn't
the
sound very
videos.
good. Okay, fine, but check something out. I'm sure there's something that I've played over the...
I'm sure there's something you like. All right, guys. I know you hate this fucking stream right now, but there's got to be something on my channel you like. Go find it, okay?
Just give me something, though. You might not like it, but come on.
There's a lot of stuff I've done. Find something.
Yeah.
Right now, watch them. Enjoy the content that I put out this week. There's a lot of games this week that people were like, it doesn't sound very good. Okay, fine, but check something out. I'm sure there's something that I've played over the ridiculously long amount of time that I've done videos for DSP Gaming that you could check out and that, it will be entertaining for you. Not that Phil's not playing a game this week, so I don't need to watch anything of his. You don't, but there's tons of entertaining stuff on DSP Gaming on demand waiting for you to watch. If you want to find
So remember, you might like Loot Crate episode 85. Yeah. This is the thing where he didn't beg for money yet, guys, but he begged his ass off for views. He was always begging for something.
He's begging you to like him.
Basically, yeah. So, like, even though he says he didn't start begging until he became a live streamer, that is just not true. He always begged. It was just for now. What you see, he's begging for views. Literally now, begging for views right now. It's wild.
Right
good way to find a game I've played.
Yeah.
TheKingofHate.com.
Yeah.
There's a playlists tab. at the top of the kingofhate.com website. Click on that and type in anything. Go by letter, type in a keyword, type in the name of the game.
Type in anything. Just type literally anything, please.
Just type words you like.
You'll be able to watch fun content. This is how I find my own videos. Leanna watches my playthroughs from time to time. And that's how we find it, is, we use it. We don't use YouTube. YouTube's a piece of shit.
Leanna
Use
finds my
thekingofhate.com.
content. I'm sure that's true.
I
I'm
love
looking
the
for
idea
a game
that
to
they're
play.
just watching like Phil in the living room, like on his own YouTube channel.
Oh my god, that can't be true. And well, that at least we know Kat's not falling for that shit. She at least watches hot YouTubers,
Yeah, right.
She's watching hot guys at least.
Search engine. And you can find all kinds of fun stuff you can watch. All right, that's one. Number two, if you want to go above and beyond Patreon, yes. I'm not going to go into massive amount of money, massive amount of detail about it, because it's money. I know people are saying, oh, now Phil's going to bring up money. No. I'm just saying, people who ask how can we help. Patreon's the other way. You can watch
I'm not, but I am.
Content.
But I will.
Pledge to my Patreon at patreon.com/darksidephil. And that's it. Right now that's it. Maybe in the future I'll have other ways, but right now that's all you can do. Nothing that you do is going to ultimately help. You know what I mean? These people who are doing this to me have been doing it for years. There's no justification. And I'll say this one thing.
Oh,
and
please,
I'll end
please.
the video here.
Yeah. Go ahead.
If ever you wanted proof that these people who hate me, my so-called detractors, are so disingenuine, are so full
are
of...
what?
Disingenuine, not disingenuous, disingenuine.
Okay, I'm not familiar with that one.
Are so disingenuine, are so full of fucking bullshit.
Go ahead.
With anything that they've ever said about legit criticism, anything like that, right? What's the number one thing that people dislike me for on the internet? Because I play games like Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, and 3.
Oh, that's
I
Evil
play
AJ?
them badly.
Yeah.
I blame Kojima and other game developers, and I blame the game for my own mistakes, and I rush through the games, and I don't play them well, and I swear at the games, and I make playthroughs of it, and it's a sham, or not really a sham, but people like to say, oh, it's an embarrassment. This guy's
It's a sham. Your playthrough's a sham, sir.
So he's saying, like, this is the only thing that people dislike me for, and so far we've mentioned shams, playing badly, getting upset at things that are my fault. All of those, one of those things individually would be something that'd be like, I hate this guy, man. I don't want to watch this.
This is something that Amberlynn does as well, and I'm sure other lolcows do as well. They think like people that hate me, they hate me for. They say they hate me for like legitimate reasons, but I think those reasons aren't legitimate. Like they can choose why people hate them or not. You know what I mean? Like, well, if you hate me for this, that's fine. But if you hate me for this, that's not fine. But like, you can't choose why people hate you or don't hate you. You know what I mean?
You're not allowed to have an opinion unless I agree with the opinion.
Yeah, it's a very lolcow thing to do.
All right, even though I think that those playthroughs that I did in the past were done for entertainment purposes, not because I was trying to do master level playthroughs, but people apparently don't understand that. But that's the number one thing with my big detractors is that Phil never changes. He plays games shittily. He makes videos that are low quality, gameplay-wise. He blames the game. He won't take his own mistakes. He doesn't learn. He doesn't take his time with the games, yada, yada, yada.
Yeah.
I just completed a month-long playthrough of Metal Gear Solid 5.
Whoa!
Where I took my time with the game.
Oh my god!
I played it.
I think I'm starting to like this guy now. He completed it. Oh my god!
He took his time. Oh,
what? At a low level at the start, I took my time to learn the fucking game engine.
Oh my god!
I actually did pretty decently with the game. I got several high ranks, like A's and S's in the game, which I certainly was not expecting. I got several high ranks like A's and S's.
He got A's and S's.
In Metal Gear Solid?
Yeah,
he's talking about
Solid
Revengeance,
5.
right?
Oh my god, he got A's and he got some S's.
Holy fuck, mostly A's.
Okay, where's his Patreon link?
Certainly was not expecting.
Open your wallet.
The hell out of Metal Gear Solid 5. I even did a ton of side content during the playthrough. When the game was over, not only did I rate the game highly, but I actually praised Kojima for making a masterpiece of a game, and I strongly chastised Konami for making the game not as good as it should have been because they basically cut.
You strongly chastised them? Oh my god, this guy's awesome. This guy's based.
Kojima off in the second half of the game, and the game wasn't as good as the artistic, vision of Kojima. And I basically kind of almost completely flipped from those previous playthroughs of Metal Gear. I did a good job in the game. I took my time.
So
I rated the game. I certainly didn't blame the game developers or blame anyone. I blame Konami, if anyone, for the shortcomings of the game because it was them who were responsible. And here we are, and I still get the same treatment, right? The same people, the same fucking people who did it last time who claimed, oh, we're doing it because we don't like Phil because he's dishonest and, you know, this, blah, blah.
He said flip a while ago. But hold on. There's a lot to unpack here. So he's saying that I did this playthrough in a good way, so therefore you guys still did the copyright strike, so you guys are disingenuous. That's what we're saying, right?
I did the opposite of what I did that made you hate me all years ago, so you should be liking me now.
Ah, okay. Someone asked in the chat here, is this what made you first start tipping Phil?
No.
Okay. Logan K says, they pick a silly reason to avoid engaging with legit criticism. All lolcows do this. Amberlid and DSP are basically the same person in every way. And that is definitely true. They are amazingly the same in how they handle their haters, too. They can't resist. They follow up their haters more than they follow up on like people that like them. They care about their haters way more than they care about their fans. Mm-hmm. And they try to make sure everyone knows their haters are the scum of the earth, and they like them just for the reason they choose. Like, for example, Ermelyn Reed will say, people hate me because I'm big, even though that's not true. There's a lot of big people on YouTube that aren't lolcows. That's for fucking sure. And Philip will say everyone hates him because he's bad at gaming, that's not true. That's not why.
It's partially true, though.
It's part of it, but that's really low on the list, dude. Being bad at games, you know, but.
And
Amberlin's kind of like the
Vegito
to,
right?
You know, DSP and Cats, Goku and Vegeta. Someone will get that.
I'm sorry, we just lost about 30-40% of the views.
The same people. It's the same fucking people who did it last.
Oh god, sorry, lady. Take a drink, ladies.
Last time we claimed, oh, we're doing it because we don't like Phil because he's dishonest and, you know, this, blah, blah. It's bullshit. It's complete and utter fucking bullshit. The people who do this shit to someone like me are fucked in the head, and they do it because they know they can get attention and they can hurt someone. I can hurt someone on this planet. I can concretely see it hurt them, and there's no consequences for me because it's all cyber. It's all on the internet, and
it's all
2015,
cyber.
There's no kind of I can't call the police. There's no repercussions. The police won't give a fuck. You know, maybe in 20, 30 years, if this becomes so fucking abundantly rampant, right, and YouTube is so inundated with false copyright shit that either they have to change or the police get involved, then we'll see some action. But right now, that's why they're doing it. Not because they're trying to prove a point or because they think that, you know, I need to change. If anything, I've shown over these past few years that I can change. I can
we need some action!
Feedback. I can make things better, and I can become a better person. Ultimately, most people who follow along my content, even people who had issues with me for a long ass time.
That's another thing. No Detractor is trying to give you legit, like, advice to make you be a better person. Like, that's not what we're all here for. Who thinks that? Amberlin says the same shit, too. It's crazy.
I feel like this is the same kind of speech that he'd give to Leanna or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can change, I can be better, I can resurge, I can renaissance. Like, just kicking the can down the street just to keep it going a little while longer.
Big ups to Anonymous who says, good point. Anonymous here says, Rambo withdrawal was hitting hard at this time. And you're probably right. It's been a year without Rambo. Tough. Very tough. Big ups, Jambalaya, for the 5 bomb. Thank you so much, sir. Jambalaya in the house.
I can look at that and say, yeah, Phil has changed. And I've tried to change. It's not going to please these people, which is what I said from day one. When you have someone who will maliciously hurt someone for their own benefit, it doesn't matter if it causes a positive change or not. That's not what they were in it for. So they're going to keep doing it. I fully believe no matter what happens, they will keep trying to attack me. And I just got to be diligent. You know, I have to be diligent. I have to not give up.
You said you can't do anything about it?
Keep pushing forward. I have to say, nope, business as usual. If I can't stream, big deal. I'll keep uploading videos. If my channel temporarily gets shut down, I'll say,
I already got the point. Don't worry. If you love emergency videos, the train doesn't stop. We're moving forward here. This is October 9th. Now we move forward to November 2nd. And this is a classic. Look at that thumbnail, boy.
Looking very normal. I think everything's fine in the smart port right now.
Big up Moses Lack. I'm an attorney, IRL. He's wrong on damn near everything regarding the law and forever the victim. Well, you mean, have you ever dealt with Moses? Like, have you ever dealt with the protected group of YouTubers and went to court for them?
The most oppressed class, gamers.
Yes. All right, so the state of DSP gaming, what's been up for 2 months?
What's been up, YouTube?
And I'll read the description Philip has written here. It says, after experiencing a large dip in viewership for about 2 months now on DSP Gaming, I've been mostly stumped on what the issue is. After receiving an anonymous message and then confirming with Machinima, I now know exactly the reason behind the sudden sharp dip in attention that my videos on the channel are receiving. Here is the explanation, as well as my overall feelings, strategy to fix it, and what you can do to help.
Getting that email in your inbox on like a Friday morning, like, oh, man. I thought I was going to try to get to work early today.
He does that same thing. Watch. He can't resist it.
All right. Hello, everyone. Darkside Phil here with a special video. And I really don't know how to approach this video, quite honestly. It's kind of me speaking from the heart. It's kind of me revealing some information.
It's kind of me speaking from the heart.
Not really, though. It's
being
not 50%
honest with
heart.
you in a way that, probably not a lot of other YouTubers are. Or if they are, I don't know if they would actually go into as much detail about stuff like I do.
Correct.
It's a weird thing to say.
And for sure, I'll tell you this. If you're just a casual viewer and you're stopping by my channel, DSP Gaming, for the first time, or for the first time in a while, and you're just here to watch the new gameplay, you really don't have to watch this video. This is more for the long-standing viewers, more for the hardcore viewers, those who...
It's more for my trolls that want content to laugh at.
Who have been with me for a long time, or who like to watch all of my content.
It's more for my trolls, SOK, Tevin. This is for them.
About the personal connection that I have with my viewing audience, and who really want to know what's been going on with me these past couple of months, all right? In particular, the thing that we're addressing in this video is if you are a subscriber or an avid viewer of DSP Gaming, and by the way, ignore my really messy hair because I forgot to brush it before I did this video. No,
you don't need to say this part.
If you are an avid watcher of DSP Gaming, you probably would have noticed that out of nowhere, in the past 2 months, September and October in particular, the viewership here has been lower than usual.
Imagine
the viewership.
The viewership. Like if you here's the case where that could be true. It's like let's talk about those guys that like release a video a month, and you might say like, oh well, usually it gets 80,000 views, but this one only has 30. What's going on? I wonder why this one wasn't as popular. Like in that case, you might care if you really are following that YouTuber, right?
I got to be really real with you.
Yeah.
I don't think I have ever clicked on someone's video and just been like, the views I'm noticing have taken a dip. What's causing this? I wonder.
I could say like maybe there's like 2 YouTubers. I was like, oh, let's see how good this video did because I think this is cool, or and this one wasn't cool. Let me check that one. Oh, okay, that kind of thing. But there's like so fucking few, right?
For real.
Like I know people like to dunk on people. People absolutely look at the views, right? But that's only to dunk on them. Like, oh, Mr. Beast, look at this video. He used to get 100 million, now he's down to 20. What the fuck? That kind of thing. But it's so insane to assume that your viewers are you might have noticed, guys. I know some of my hardcore viewers have noticed this. Like, what?
Now, I don't speak directly to any of you, but I've heard some whispers around the office that you guys aren't so happy with how low the views are. Well, I'm here to put your fears to rest. Like,
it's wild.
And what I mean by that is typically when I play a new game, especially if it's a new release here in this 3rd and 4th quarter of the year when all the I call it the hardcore gaming season, when all the new stuff's coming out, typically I get a certain amount of attention on the games that I play.
I really wish you wouldn't call it attention.
And not to say that there's any kind of criteria that I measure or whatever, but the bottom line is this. This year in 2015 was a good year for me until September because every month I basically had about the same amount of viewership. FYI, just so you know, rule of thumb, it's been around 3 million views.
Did he point at his thumb when he said that?
FYI, just so you know, rule of thumb, it's been around 3
Is that a rule of thumb? Rule of thumb.
I basically had about the same amount of viewership. FYI, just so you know, rule of thumb, it's been around 3 million views per month. It's not a lot in comparison to the big YouTubers, but it's certainly a lot.
3 million views a month at this time. There you go. I have let me bring up Mr. Hut Stuff's chart here so we can see exactly where we are. I have it somewhere. I'll find it when I don't need it. Here we go, right here. So we are, as you can see, we are at the now we're in November 2nd, 2015. You can see that big dip. Now we're right in that dip right now. That dip just happened. Those are all the deleted views right there.
That's really funny.
Yeah, and then so it comes back. It goes back to his normal 3 million-ish views. But I mean, again, like I said in the first episode of this downfall was not accelerated at all by these copyright strikes. The downward trend was always there, as you can see, well before even moving to Renton, and it just continued on after that point.
It's a very, very gentle slope down, right? Like that's not exactly a massive dip. Yeah, and I think this is like a weight, sort of like a weight scale, right? That's why in Skyrim it's so high, because Kat was watching at the time.
In comparison to the
she was watching at the time. She got it. I don't know if she's watching Skyrim. The only video we know she watched was that one that Ludwig did a video about. I can't remember. She said that's where she found him. I can't remember it anyways. Jay Woosonhouse says,
you, Phil.
Okay, can we get an FYI counter for the pre-stream today?
FYI.
Well, today the pendulum has now swung back because he got whaled out last night, so we're gonna get that. Everything is fine today, right? Everything's going great, guys. Today it's gonna be like that. You know, yesterday was the depression one. Then we got the whaled out night stream. Now we're gonna be everything is fine, and my detractors are felted.
Common YouTuber, and it's enough that I've been able to generate enough income in combination with that and the adoption of Patreon earlier this year to be able to continue my business full time, to make improvements, to pay my bills, and to keep doing this as an occupation. All right. All of a sudden, September of this year, the views dropped off big, and we're not talking like a little bit of a fluctuation. About 1/5, 20% of my views disappeared over the month of September.
Yeah, I wonder why.
And it really doesn't make any logical sense.
Yes, it does.
When you're thinking of it from a viewership standpoint. You think, well, Phil played Metal Gear Solid 5, that was huge. He played Mad Max, he played games like Soma, he played Mario Maker, which also was huge and did really well in the views.
Okay.
Later on in the month, I messed around with games like NBA 2K and Tony Hawk. Not to say that they were stupendous games, but still, all these games you would think the balance of all of that over the month of September would have garnished some attention and would have brought in some views. And when you mention games like that, you're like, man, September would have garnished some attention. You would think the balance of all of Tony Hawk, not to say that they were stupendous games, but still, all these games you would think the balance of all of that over the month of September would have garnished some attention and would have brought. If you really think about the summer months this year, it was pretty dead. I was doing downtime projects like a second playthrough of Fallout New Vegas and stuff like that that really didn't garnish that much attention from new mainstream viewers.
Garnish that much attention?
What was that ear?
Garnish that much attention from new mainstream viewers who were here to see new games.
Laffy
Stuff
Taffy
like
here.
that really didn't garnish that much attention.
Again, he's saying garnish that much attention, which is not the word.
It should be garner, but he's saying garnish.
Garnish that much attention.
Holy shit, look at this.
Oh, that's a silly putty ear right there. Holy fuck.
Look at that.
New mainstream
Oh God, we're pulling it.
To see new games.
Get it off me.
And so, when you look at a performance like that in September, what could have happened?
What could have happened?
That in September, all of a sudden, there was a huge dip in views. It doesn't make sense.
Yes, it does. You made 18 emergency videos about this thing.
And I talked about it. And I basically said, if you are a supporter of mine, I have no idea what's going on. You can always support me by spreading the word about my videos, watching the videos, and Patreon.
Yeah, you said that already.
What does that
so
have
in
to
the
do
month
with
of October,
the
I kind of just
emergency,
said,
though?
well, business as usual. I don't know what happened. I can't control it, certainly. So we're going to continue on. And, of course, in October, we had some pretty big heavy hitters like the Transformers Devastation game. We had
who doesn't remember that classic?
Multiple different games launching at the same time, such as Disgaea 5,
Oh, there
and
you go.
Assassin's Creed Syndicate, and WWE 2K16.
Oh, yeah,
and
obviously.
Halo 5 Guardians.
Yeah.
And that's not even all. I'm sure there's more of them over here that I'm probably not even thinking of. In addition to all of that, they're not. One of them was Talos Principle. Oh, that's right. We had all the episodic games ending, like Life is Strange, Tales from the Borderlands.
Oh, what a classic playthrough.
Right?
Life is
these
Strange.
games. So there's tons of stuff going on in the month of October. In addition to that, I did a Halloween special. Okay. And I hate to say it because the results for October are not 100% done. They'll be done as of tomorrow. Typically, it takes about 3 days after the month to tally up the final results for the month and see. But it looks like October was just as slow, if not slower, views-wise than September. Now, how does that make any sense, right?
Again,
even more new releases.
How does that make any sense?
Just your boss saying this to you in like the break room or whatever. How does that make sense, guys? What do you think? What do you think's going on?
October,
Sales were down this month. How does that make any sense? I don't want to call you guys out specifically, but I'm just wondering, how does that make any sense? What do you guys think?
Yeah. Because I've been motivating you like really hard and doing like really, really well at that too. So I don't know what's going on, guys.
Any ideas, guys?
Who would have thought it would have driven even more attention to DSP gaming than
even
ever
more
before?
bonuses, huh?
And especially again, thinking back this year at the fact that there's been slow months for game releases, but they had more views than September and October. What could be going on?
What?
And of course,
What
you
could
got
be
the
going
crazy
on?
conspiracy theorists. You got the naysayers. You got all these fucking weirdos who like to make shit up about stuff, and you know, it's all fluff because it's all just speculation. It's not based on any kind of fact.
Don't say it's
Finally,
based
I'm
on
gonna be honest,
speculation.
what
'Cause
really
that
happened.
makes it sound like it's partially true.
I was messaged by someone. And I can't really disclose information on who this person is because they basically had it in confidence when they messaged me.
So why
And
are
they
you
said,
talking?
We'll call him Mr. X.
I just want to let you know. I know you're freaking out for the past couple of months regarding views on DSP.
This email definitely was written like this, by the way. Definitely was written. Hey, Phil, I know you've been worried about this for a couple months. Let me put you at ease, brother.
I'm here for you. It's Phil's mom, right, Tim? I did some research online, Philip, and don't worry.
Scoop, and you know, please don't tell anyone how I'm contacting you or whatever, who I am. But the bottom line is this. I know why
he
your
said that
viewership's
too.
way down, and it's nothing that you've done wrong, and it's nothing that your viewers are doing wrong.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Guys, Philip, this is such a fucking LARP email. Like 100,000%. Hey, Phil. Listen, you have done nothing wrong, and there's nothing you could have done differently at all. Philip's like, oh yeah, I
this
thought that
guy's
same
making
thing.
sense. This guy's making. I like the way this guy talks. Actually,
Yeah. How did the cut of
It's
this
just
guy's jib?
it's just some guy in his email being like, "Phil, I know you're scared, but don't be because you did everything right, okay?"
And he took that so much to heart that he's fucking sharing it on stream now. Wow.
Yeah.
It's way down.
I've been warned by some guy that I'm right. I was right all along.
And when you know it, guys, I was right. I agree.
Turns out.
Amazing.
For who I am. But the bottom line is this. I know why your viewership's way down, and it's nothing that you've done wrong, and it's nothing that your viewers are doing wrong. It's nothing about the content
What was
you're
the
putting
guy's
out.
name?
It's a very simple, stupid thing in regards to YouTube. And
what is it?
At this point, I don't know what to tell you to get back on your feet, and let me explain the situation. So the person proceeded to do it. All right.
Brother.
For those of you who don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
This past summer, I had a lot of fucking problems. All right.
Yes.
And I'm not talking,
You got a lot of problems, all right.
personal issues or whatever. I'm talking people who, for whatever reason, just don't like me and wanted to end me from having a living. Basically,
we have compromised Philip Burnell to a permanent end. Yeah, right.
Ladies
and my
and gentlemen,
business. They didn't
we
want
got
me to
him.
be able to put out videos anymore or live stream. I was under the attack of DDoS attacks, so they were constantly pinging my internet and knocking me off the internet when I tried to live stream. They were doing all kinds of things in regard to doxing, meaning I would try to go on stream, they'd be sending out my address information to people, and on Patreon they'd be posting up my address there, and they go all over the internet trying to dox me and send out information, personal information about me and my family, not just me, my
And we're trying to farm pity, so let me tell you all the bad stuff everyone's done ever. Okay, makes sense.
family members and stuff like that too.
Yep.
Sorry, isn't this some other guy telling Phil that this is what happened to him?
Yes, this is
Like,
from that same email. So
Oh, okay.
he's saying all this. Shadow Slammer in the house with the cherry juice pull says the ants composed that email to take Phil's attention away from the frozen breakfast burritos. Get in there, Alpha Team! Go, 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 go!
I'm writing an email to him, and I'm telling him he's right. We've got a very brief window of time here.
Soldier, tell him there was nothing he could do. All right, I'm writing it.
Sorry, yes,
Then it
sir.
escalated to a whole new level when in June I was swatted.
Uh-oh.
And the police showed up, and luckily I had called the local police last year when I moved here and warned them that something like this might happen because it was a growing epidemic.
A growing
And luckily,
epidemic.
The swatting
What
ended
was?
up just
I
being,
want to hear the recording of that phone call, please.
Can you imagine?
Hello, hello, officer. My name is Phil Burnell, and allow me to explain why I'm calling you today.
Can you get to the point, sir? Like, I could be swatted
officer,
one day.
I pay your tax. I pay your income. So please listen to me as I report this crime, please.
The potential of a crime. Big up Jay Wu says, I have the shot. Should I take it? Oh, are you the ants now?
Yeah.
Hang on, soldier.
False alarm 5-minute deal. It wasn't a big deal. Local law enforcement didn't go too crazy over it, even though they did send a SWAT team. It wasn't like some of the other horrendous SWAT.
They sent a real SWAT team. He said the police showed up.
2 cops,
Yeah.
and one of them said, "Yeah, it's a lot of gamer shit."
The SWAT team.
The
They
SWAT
break down the
team.
door with that fucking shield thing.
No, they knocked on his door. He heard it. They didn't even ring the doorbell, and somehow Phil knew about it because I guess they must have been hearing him. Like,
Yeah, because he
doing
went
the
outside
bullhorn.
and said, hold on, come on, Leanna, let's go outside, right? I think I
Right?
remember that, right? Yeah, so
Yeah,
the
yeah,
SWAT
yeah.
team.
The SWAT
Squattings that have
team.
happened recently, where you hear about entire towns being closed down and kids being evacuated from schools
I've
and
never
people
heard
really
of
being
that.
shot. It was nothing like that, thank God.
Okay,
All right.
so it wasn't that bad,
So
actually.
all of that going on
Yep.
this past summer, but I came back strong and I said, I'm not going to let it affect me. I'm just going to keep going. And, you know, the best way to kind of to stick it to them is to keep doing what I'm doing and being successful. And we had a great summer,
Successful.
in my opinion. And then near the very end of the summer, in August, all of a
What
sudden,
happened?
DSP Gaming and my vlogging channel, The King of Hate Vlogs, started getting hit with false copyright strikes.
Oh, the whole
Now, these
story
copyright
again.
strikes were almost kind of ingenious because they found
Oh!
a fucking loophole around.
Big ups! Big ups, the awesome one, Jackie Chan. You're a genius.
Brilliant. I
YouTube's
don't
copyright
agree with
system
what you've done,
basically
sir, but I
finding that the
admire your
system-
tenacity.
System is completely automated and a piece of garbage. So let me to explain very quickly.
Oh,
Your
God.
copyright system works like this.
Again?
I'm getting past the
send them
explanation.
something.
Thank you so much.
For those 2.5 years that I've been doing pre-stream videos, right, and uploading them to DSP Gaming, that's a significant amount of views. Each video maybe gets 1,000 views here or there, but some of them got more, some of them got less. And you're talking hundreds of videos, so you're talking hundreds of thousands. In fact, just FYI,
Oh, please.
I did the math. Okay.
Yeah, do it. Go ahead.
The
Go
videos
ahead.
that I ended up deleting off of DSP Gaming to protect me from these false copyright strikes
Protect me,
amounted
yes.
to almost 2 million views.
And as that is outlined here beautifully from Mr. Hut Stuff's video. 2 million views were deleted, if not more, it looks like from this thing. But yeah, 2 million views deleted from his channel.
Now, keep in mind, that was spaced off of a long-ass period of time. It was over 2.5 years that I'd been doing live streaming, but still, that's a significant amount of views that all of a sudden disappeared from my YouTube channel. That's
wonder
right, ladies
why.
and gentlemen. When you delete a video from your YouTube channel, regardless of the fact that it had views on it, YouTube subtracts those views from your total view count.
We're definitely gonna hear how Machinima told him to do that now, right? I mean, we have to.
We have to. I'm surely it wouldn't make any sense otherwise.
Yeah. Big ups, Isaac. Thanks so much for the 2.
Huh? So just because I deleted a video today, it never
2-2.
existed? That's how YouTube's system works. And that's why
What?
I laugh when I hear about,
Just because
Google
I
employees
deleted
are
the
so
record or
smart and they
something, it's
hire
like it never happened.
Yeah, huh?
Yeah.
from Ivy
This
League
is
schools.
ridiculous.
What fucking buffoon thinks
Buffoon.
that just because you've deleted something so no one can see it in the future that it didn't exist in the fucking past? It just doesn't make any sense at all. And it's not like it matters, right? That those views don't.
Very philosophical there.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah, I'm getting
That's
deep.
kind of like that's like Terminator a little bit, right? It's like the lesson of Terminator in a way.
Very deep
Don't
here.
exist anymore.
No
it
views to
doesn't,
what
it
we
doesn't
make.
matter. It's that view existed in the past, so it shouldn't affect
the
my total
past.
view count now. It shouldn't go down, but it did. When I deleted all those videos in August,
Yeah.
my total view count on DSP Gaming went down by about 2 million views.
Yes.
Now, I didn't think anything of it. I'm thinking, this isn't going
okay.
to affect me in any kind of a
Whatever.
big negative
Just a
way.
drop
It's
in the
pre-streams and
bucket.
stuff. Yeah, the one thing I would say that I regret that people cannot watch right now are all of my Nintendo 3DS playthroughs because I did a ton. I Tomodachi Life, Majora's Mask,
Tomodachi Life.
Pokemon Omega Ruby last year,
Omega
Monster
Ruby.
Hunter 3DS, of course, Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright, which I did full fucking voice acting for.
He's still
and I
pissed
can't
about
make
that.
Any of those
Yeah.
public. Because YouTube's copyright system is such garbage, someone could false flag. Oh, there's a picture of Phoenix Wright's face that existed on a Nintendo webpage before it was ever in a piece of fan art for Phil. I'll just prove that that existed, and Phil will get a copyright strike, and it will work. So
What-
I can't
Yeah?
make those public anymore, and that sucks. All right.
Hope you,
But I didn't
you made
really
them
think it was
unlisted,
gonna
right? You didn't
negatively
delete
affect-
them all, right? I
Wow,
mean,
that
come
would be
on.
ridiculous, wouldn't it?
Anything too much at all. So I came back
Oh, nice
in
sniff.
September, and I worked at it really hard. You know, I worked through
Oh,
all those
pumping
games in
'em.
September. And when all the
And
views
I
were
worked
so
them-
low
I
at the
worked
end
their
of the month,
shafts really hard.
1/5 decline, 20% decline in views. I was shocked. How could this be? Why would I have such a decline in views? And then in October, keep in mind what happened in October, I got another false copyright strike against me. Yes, for the same thing. A piece of fan art from a video from June of 2014, where again, it was a picture of Booth Babes with me imposed on it.
Love the Booth Babes.
Someone proved that picture of Booth Babes existed on the internet before it was in my fan art.
Booth Babes.
YouTube's automated system's a piece of shit. Flagged me and gave me another copyright strike.
Goddamn Booth Babes.
Special thanks to
That
Machinima.
doesn't sound right at all.
I know. This storyline is kind of weird here. They made a picture of someone did a fan art of Booth Babes and then copyright struck the picture of those Booth Babes. That's not what Be Awesome one did. Be Awesome one did the one with the horrible fan art with the pushing away the Witcher shit. But apparently there's also a Booth Babes one.
It'd be funny if it was actually just like that's like, you know, he was taken down for like what's the word? Not ad friendly or whatever, because he's got
not ad friendly. Booth Babes.
Yeah,
Too
exactly.
hot.
Too hot.
Flagged me and gave me another copyright strike. And again, I have to say special thanks to Machinima. They once again went above and beyond. They went behind the scenes. They contacted YouTube, and within a couple days, I got my live streaming capability back. However,
so
this time I decided I wasn't going to live stream all.
So it seems like you shouldn't have panic deleted all those videos, right? Since they acted very quickly and got your streaming back. Huh.
The time anymore. I was going to come back on live streaming. It would only be for new releases, maybe only for the first few streams of each game, and that's kind of what I've been trying to abide by these past couple of weeks. So I've been streaming a lot less than I have been. Okay. So I'm working at it, and all of a sudden, you know, I'm trying to not look at views or whatever because I just want to play the games and not be like bummed out or affected by the fact that
Yeah, right.
Definitely.
And now I look again and they're low, and I'm like, this is insane. So I get this message from this guy saying, I know why your views are low for the past 2 months.
I forgot we were back at this. We were still on this story.
This is all about that guy's email. This is a long email, guys. Nerd Brew in the house says the modern version of this is the Argentinian arc. Yeah, it's a very minor version, but yeah, definitely. It's a panic. Someone doing something that affects the business so bad, we use it for pity to beg more, basically. You know what I mean?
Well, it's just something that could be interpreted as bad. Like someone who wasn't paying enough attention might think it was bad, but if you're thinking about it for just 2 minutes, it doesn't actually affect your business at all, sir.
This one is way more hardcore op. You know what I mean?
Okay,
but
fair enough.
He says, well, you remember
the Argentinian memberships is just giving him money in a different currency. There's nothing negative about it except for giving him money in a different currency, right? And I guess it causes some negative repercussions. Yes, that's true. But in the end of the day, it's giving him money. You know what I mean? Just a fraction of what it should get for those memberships. And that did kill a lot of systems Philip had in place for sure. But
killed the entire channel.
I killed the channel off.
Deleted all of your pre-streams. You deleted all of your videos that had fan art, right? Your channel lost 2 million views. He says, this is how YouTube works. Now listen to how fucking stupid this is. From Ivy League employees at Google, they're so brainy, right? They're supposed to be smart.
They're so brainy.
When you delete a video,
she's relaxed with the hair.
From your channel.
Yeah.
YouTube ranks channels based on how many views they bring in on a monthly basis, and based off of that rank, they actually prioritize and put channels in order dependent on how you're going to get ranked in searches, how your videos will show up in related videos, the chances that your video will show up as a highlight somewhere on YouTube. All right,
that makes sense.
So, typically every month I make 3 million views. 3 million views is pretty good. And I've been around since 2008. This channel in particular, DSP Gaming, has been around since 2010. So the fact that my channel's been around for over 5 years, still bringing in millions of views a month, I was actually pretty high up in the rankings and the priority for gaming channels on YouTube. And I got some pretty good search results. If you search for Bloodborne playthrough, you know, I would show up maybe in the top 50 or so people.
That's not that good. I'm not going down to number 50.
Depends on how many views.
He's trying to undersell himself here. Kind of, you know, he's like, I'm not one of the top guys, but I'm also pretty good. You know what I mean? I think that's what he's doing.
I'm not a winner guy.
Top 50 is horrible. No one's, you know, you got maybe one scroll at best, right? But, you know.
I feel like you got to hit like the next page tab once or twice to get to number 50.
If you're 50, yeah.
No fucking way.
What's really happening is he's falling out of favor because the industry is passing him by, but we're blaming it on, you know, and as I showed you in that fucking chart, it's a very gradual decline, actually. We're just, again, pretending it's not gradual, but it's a very gradual decline as the industry passes them by and more people are finding better stuff to watch. And there's also more people doing YouTube, which, again, is more competition, which he could never win any sort of
Which
competition.
is definitely not what you want. You definitely don't want that.
Yeah, so that's what's happening, but we got to blame it on, of course, Jackie Chan and Be Awesome One. That's all we're going to do.
Use individually. You got on your videos. It depends also on how long your videos are. Yes, it's called engagement, and it has no fucking... Who cares if you watch a 5-minute video or a 30-minute video? That the 30-minute video gets rated higher, and it does. That's how YouTube works right now. The 30-minute video gets rated higher than the 5-minute video because it's longer. Makes no fucking sense. But again, the brainiacs at Google, right? Because
I think it makes a great deal of sense, actually.
The people, if you can keep people on their website longer, that's an extreme benefit to the website. So it does make sense.
You can watch more advertisements, silly.
Yeah, they want keeping people on websites is how billions are made on the internet, right? That's all it's about, is keeping people on your website. That's it. That's how the internet works, is keeping people on your website as long as possible. And so, of course, 30-minute videos that keep people there is way more important than 4-minute videos. But all right, yep. Let's see. What does Philip think about this idea?
Longer. Makes no fucking sense. But again, the brainiacs at Google, right?
The brainiacs at Google.
There you go. Because Boat Knight says, I hate when he criticizes pros from his gamer hole. Well, you guys don't underestimate this mind here. As you can see right here, look at this. This is a valedictorian.
Don't underestimate the gamer hole either.
Look, it's just a bat boy with internet. That bat boy picture still gets me, man. I remember seeing that.
It's,
I was like,
it's
what
scary,
the fuck,
right?
man? It's just whoever made that, they knew what they were doing, right?
Yeah,
that made that picture.
Me.
Before fucking Photoshop, too, you know? That's a hardcore job there.
Shane, they know better than everyone else. So anyway, I digress. For me to be bringing in, 3 million views a month and being around for 5 years, I was pretty good in the rankings. Here's what happened in the month of August.
What happened?
I brought in around 3 million views.
Yeah.
And YouTube says, well, you deleted all your pre-streams. Yeah. And you made all these videos private.
You did?
Yada, yada. So that was 2 million views.
Yeah.
So even though you made 3 million new views, we're going to subtract 2 million from that. And net for the month of August, you really only brought in 1 million views.
Yeah.
What?
That's a classic frame there, isn't
Only
it?
brought in 1 million views.
Iwamoto says, smart people have always been his biggest enemy, and they are. And he'll try to downplay them as any chance he gets, because remember, they are not as smart as you think they are.
No. And they're also lying.
What? Just think about that. Think about the logic of that.
Is this going to be the oranges analogy?
I think it is.
3 million new oranges.
I
lost 2 million oranges.
Yeah, okay.
From my stock that was over here, completely separated from the 3 million new oranges.
Okay.
Did the 3 million new oranges disappear? No, you still have 3 million oranges over here. So why the fuck does YouTube's ranking...
You took away 2 million oranges. I don't get it. Yeah, you threw away 2 million oranges. So, Look at his eyes.
That's crazy that he just straight up doesn't understand the idea of costs or owing something, right?
Yeah.
2 million went away and I don't have that anymore, but I have 2 million over here that can just be taken away.
System for what views are brought in on a monthly basis. Give a flaming fuck about what you delete. And again, it wasn't like, oh, I had 400 videos flagged for copyright. I had deleted the videos myself to protect myself from YouTube's
I thought Machinima told you to do that.
Yeah, well, Machinima told you, right? I really hope that.
Yeah.
I was a victim of. So let's
I was a
review.
victim of.
Remember, you did the stupid action by deleting all the videos in a panic. Absolute panic.
Copyright system is a piece of fucking shit run by fucking automated robots with no kind of human interaction or any kind of legal responsibility on YouTube's part. They will flag the fuck out of anyone so that they can protect their own ass from a fucking lawsuit.
I'll flag the fuck out of you.
They struck my channel with 5 false copyright strikes in the past 2 months because they're too fucking lazy to institute a real copyright system that protects the uploader.
Protect
Protect me. Protects the uploader.
Yeah.
Okay, anyways.
Because of that system being so broken, I was advised by YouTube and my partnership company, Machinima, to delete videos off my channel so I could...
Now the lie has already started, hasn't it? I was advised by YouTube and Machinima now to delete. I've never heard the YouTube being a part of it. That's a new factoid there. So YouTube told them to delete videos as well. Yes, they would definitely do that. Absolutely.
Definitely. They definitely wouldn't say anything about how, by the way, this is going to completely fuck you over. And
yeah, YouTube would definitely tell you that. Please delete the videos off the channel. Yeah, our system actually, yes, it does suck. So please delete those videos.
Sadly, we do have a bullshit system that's all run by robots, and you're not going to want to. You're not going to want to do lose your videos.
Yes, so. Let me listen. These robots we got, not the brightest. We're working on it, but they are very automated right now. They don't do the best job. Okay, so you're going to want to delete those. Okay, yeah, go ahead and delete them. Oh yeah, we talked to Machinima as well. They said the same thing. So go ahead.
They were very insistent that you do this, Mr. Burnell, and frankly, we agree. I think this is the best course of action for you.
You actually did nothing wrong. We want to make sure you know that.
And you know what? It would actually be really smart of you to do this because it would be like getting one over on all this stupid ass college educated Ivy League losers, right?
Yes.
So definitely you should do this, Mr. Burnell.
Now, by the way, we've had an uptick in Ivy League hires, and as you know, Mr. Burnell, they do not have the street smarts required that we are looking for here at Google. So go ahead and delete those.
Not even close.
Yeah.
Couldn't have further abuse of their own broken system. I did it, and YouTube said, oh, we have another broken system called the ranking system. And because we told you to delete 2 million views worth of videos, we're now going to drop you in the rankings so you don't fucking show up anywhere anymore. And that's actually what's happened to DSP Gaming in the past 2 months, if you can believe it. DSP Gaming used to show up in search results. When you search for a new game, I would be in there. When you were watching a playthrough of a game, I would be in the related. My channel, DSP Gaming, if you were watching other similar gamers on YouTube, my channel would show as a related channel on the side of their sidebar of their page. It doesn't anymore. I'm gone. I've been completely removed from search results. I've been completely fucking removed. Now, don't get me wrong. If you type in DSP or DSP Gaming plays such and such, then it'll come up. But in general,
who's doing that? I mean, only 3 people are doing that. Derek,
if you
Jade.
specifically look for me, you can find me. But who's going to do that? Obviously.
Yeah. People don't like me. They don't actually like me, but sometimes I'm in the related and they'll accidentally click it. So that's what I'm counting on.
I'm banking on those auto play videos to move people over to my channel, please.
Nerd Brew says, I had 3 crayons, and then I ate 3 crayons. Where are they? Good point,
no
Nerd
crayons?
Brew. Yeah, huh?
Why did my head hurt so much?
Big Stinky says, smart people go bankrupt from mobile game spending. That is true. That is a very common thing smart people do. Ivy Leaguers actually do that all the time.
They teach you that in business school, and the good one that they don't tell you about, actually.
Yep. That is what they do.
And a rule, if you're just searching...
If you do that, though, you have... clearly, you have street smarts. Anyone that goes bankrupt from mobile gaming, they have street smarts. I mean, that's guaranteed. Clearly.
For a game,
if you go bankrupt for other reasons, that's book smarts, though. So.
Yeah.
Is such and such. Yeah, then it'll come up. But in general, if you're just searching for a game, I'm gone. So here's what happened. I was basically removed from YouTube search and related videos as of early to mid-September. And so that influx of natural organic growth that I would get, wow, here's someone who's playing this game. I want to check out their video. I'll click it. Is gone.
Definitely what happens on YouTube, by the way.
I have no natural organic growth anymore because I don't show up
except for in my bathroom
YouTube.
and under my chair.
He has had
That's
no
where all the
growth
organic growth comes from.
He hasn't had organic growth since Skyrim came out, and that's 2011. So as you can see,
is that even organic growth? Or is that just like
the hugest game of all time coming out, and then not all,
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? A huge game coming out, and everyone's going on YouTube to watch it.
Except on my own channel. So what that means is for the months of September and October, the only people watching my videos on DSP Gaming have been hardcore fans, and of course the hardcore detractors that still watch all my videos too. Those are the only people. No new people have seen any of my gameplay because I'm not showing up anywhere else on YouTube. And if you don't believe me,
well,
you could search and you'll confirm it. Again, don't search for DSP in a game. Just search for a game in general. You won't find me anywhere in there when I used to be
get the hint.
relatively high up, maybe top 20, top 50 even, gamers playing a game. And that actually does add to the view count that I get on my videos. It's the natural influx of people from YouTube who come and watch someone who's playing a game. And the other piece of evidence, take a look at my vlogging channel, The King of Hate Vlog, where only like 3 videos were removed, which really doesn't amount to a hell of anything. Guess what?
Okay.
Doesn't amount to a hell of anything.
Yeah, it's a hell of beans.
Like 3 videos were removed, which really doesn't amount to a hell of anything. Guess what?
Yeah.
My views on the vlogging channel are identical. So obviously, it's not that there's a massive amount of people who just don't want to watch my content.
Is this still from that email, or are we just making this up now? What?
Thank you.
Was this all in the email, sir? Or, you know,
it's supposed to take you forever to get through, man.
Or they're turned off, right? No, it's that DSP Gaming got fucked over by YouTube, and then they got double fucked over by YouTube, because YouTube systems are broken, automated trash. And I already had it. I've had it up to fucking here.
Okay, get a real job then.
Fucking with me.
Better get a real job then, huh?
YouTube is
They're paying your bills also.
Yes. So if you don't like it, better get a real job then, huh?
Fucked over my business.
Cat's off.
How
I'll
about when
fix
they
it.
changed channel pages so there was no more social interaction?
Wake up.
DSP Gaming. And before that, even Darkside Phil, and then subsequently DSP Gaming used to be a social hub. I used to have a
social
cool feed
hub
where I would interact with my viewers and fans. I would favorite videos, and those would show up. I would, like videos, and those would show up. And I could highlight people's videos and showcase them on my channel page, and it would get tons of attention to other people's projects. Then YouTube changed the channel pages, and it all went away. Because people said, I don't want to use channel pages anymore. They look like crap. They don't have any originality to them. They don't have that social feeling or functionality anymore. What about YouTube comments, which were turned into utter trash when Google Plus was integrated in them? That was a smart move, wasn't it, Google? But ultimately, the thing that really hurt my business the most over the years, and this is the God's honest truth, because I have evidence of it. You can actually look at the statistics of my channels, okay, over the years.
Hey, go ahead.
I believe it was either mid-2012 or early 2013, YouTube decided to change the search algorithm on YouTube, as I've told you previously in this video, so that you get priority based off the length of your video. And they called it engagement. I don't call it engagement, because they weren't measuring, oh, you watched 75% of someone's video, they're higher than someone who you only watched 20%. That's not what they're measuring. They were measuring length of time. Why? Because they're fucking stupid, and they don't understand basic math.
What?
They don't understand that watching 3/4 of a video is more important than watching 20 minutes. Time means nothing.
Time means everything, sir. Time means everything.
And one of those is a percentage, and the other one is like a fixed amount, right? Like watching 3/4 of a 3-minute long video is nothing, and will put you very low on the rankings. Watching 3/4 of a 20-minute long video is very good, actually.
Yeah,
and will put you very high up. So
if I watch 3/4 of a 10-second video, it doesn't matter. If I watch 3/4 of a 2-hour video, I'm seeing a lot of ads. If I had ads visible,
but that's basic. They teach you that in school, right? That's basic math, right? That's grade 1 textbook kind of stuff.
Yes, definitely. NWO News says old man yells at Google Cloud. Nice.
Hours of a video is more important than watching 20 minutes. Time means nothing.
Time means
time.
I got to get this in the worst take playlist, because that's the exact opposite. Time means nothing. Time means everything in this case.
That's kind of like the Cure song, huh? Time means nothing. Views are everything.
Important than watching 20 minutes. Time means nothing. Length of time means absolutely fucking nothing. Engagement.
That's what I tell Chew when I finish a little too quickly. Honey, time means nothing, okay? Time means absolutely nothing. It's about the experience.
No one cares about this except you.
How much fun did you have during the time that was had, honey?
Well, so
please.
I finished 2/3 of the way through. It took 20 minutes.
Yeah. Time means nothing, Chew. Please.
Yeah, percentage does. But that's not the criteria that they started using in 2012, 2013, whenever it was that they flipped the switch on YouTube and changed the search engine criteria. So let me give you some perspective.
Oh, please.
Okay.
Yes,
I had a video. Two or three videos, actually. On DSP Gaming, this channel, that was Spider-Man, Shattered Dimensions, Part 1.
Yeah.
Typically, that video, every month, from the day that I released it until the day when they flipped the switch to change the search engine, got around 10 to 15,000 views every month. So every month I could expect to get 10 to 15,000 views on that video, even though it's an old playthrough.
Yeah, so I expect that to last forever, by the way. If that ever changes, something's wrong with YouTube.
Because basically it was the most popular video ever for someone playing that game. So if you search for that, it was the top video, okay?
Okay.
But the video was short. It was like maybe 15 minutes long. When YouTube flipped the switch, okay, and said, we're going to make search criteria based off of length of time, that video doesn't show up in search anymore at all. Unless you search for DSP or DSP Gaming plays Spider-Man Web of Shadow. Or not Web of Shadow, Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions. And overnight, a video that used to get me 10 to 15,000 views a month now gets 0 views a month. Because it doesn't show up in YouTube search anymore because they changed it. YouTube didn't tell anyone they were changing the search.
What would that have changed? If they told you this, what would you do? Right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. By the way, Philip, you know, how we used to... We're changing things up. We're worried about engagement more, and time definitely does matter, by the way. So it's all about time.
Time is the most important thing, actually.
And you might see some of your old videos not getting as many views as they once did. What do you do then, Philip?
I'm sure what Phil would say, well, I better make a big change right now and do something different.
Yeah, definitely.
Algorithm, they just fucking did it. Some people got wind of it. And all of a sudden, some people said, gee, if I make longer gameplay videos, like 30 minutes or 40 minutes long, my video is going to show up in the search better. My video will be featured better, and I'll get more views. And that's why the majority of people who do gameplay videos on YouTube today and are successful do longer videos. It has nothing to do with it being more digestible to the viewer. It has nothing to do with them wanting to go further
feedback
or
again.
making it easy to
How
watch
digestible
so
is
that you don't
this
have to go
sandwich
through a
to the viewer?
None of that. It's because they changed the search algorithm, didn't fucking tell anyone, and some people got the inside info. I wasn't one of them.
Oh, it's a protected class again.
Yeah,
Son
there's
of a
the problem.
bitch.
There's the
And changed the
problem.
link to their videos, and now those people are all at the forefront of YouTube gaming because of that bullshit.
Remember, because they got the inside information. That's the only reason, is because they got the inside information. What would you have changed if you got that inside information?
I would go back and edit just a bunch of blank footage to the end of all my videos, obviously.
Like he wouldn't, like, YouTube was changing in a real way. Yeah, because they wanted things that make people, you know, people knew a lot. So many more people came on YouTube, right? And they made editing and put actual effort into it, right? That's one thing Philip never, ever, ever did. And people started going towards that kind of content more.
Well, by the way, this is not necessarily YouTube's choice, right? This is YouTube being told by its advertisers, hey, like, you know, we're actually not seeing the same level of like return on the amount of money that we're spending advertising here because people only watch for 2 seconds. We're paying out as if they had, you know, watched for an entire thing and they were a potential like customer, right? So like, this is not YouTube being like, you know what? I really think we should be fucking people over a little bit more now, actually. Like, yeah.
So yeah, as Big Guy says here, the inside information is making videos people want to watch the whole thing through. That's it. God, read your comments. It's blatantly fucking obvious that people want to commit suicide from watching your videos. Pay attention to instructions controls. Nice. Slight derail from Doomer Ziggy here. Listen to this. This is from... This is November 16th, so only 2 weeks after this, by the way. Here,
wow, I guess YouTube did an update, whether it was an app update or a site update or whatever. They updated something, and now I don't show up anymore. And I responded last night on Twitter. I said, you know what?
All right, we'll get to there. We'll get to there. I promise. It seems like it's after this story. Hold on.
Unbelievable. This is the shit I've put up with over the years. 2008, I started this as a hobby. I love doing this. I want to keep doing this. I don't want to fall apart and have my business fall apart because YouTube...
The world doesn't care about your feelings.
Is an automated piece of fucking shit who won't interact with its uploaders, doesn't care about the legal rights of its uploaders, and the fact that we are the ones who give them the content to make money. If it weren't for us giving them videos,
then go somewhere else.
Fucking content.
Go somewhere else then.
On the website, and it would make $0 of revenue ever. Yet they make change after change after change that doesn't benefit us. It
go somewhere else.
Us, and they benefit while we get fucked. And it's bullshit. 'Cause it really is. It's kind of like, what do you do? Because without YouTube, would I ever have been noticed on the internet? Well, I already had a following, but it was for fighting games, and I retired from fighting games. I didn't really give a shit about them anymore. So it was YouTube that made all this popular and possible. And You know, could my business exist outside of YouTube? Probably not.
No.
Where would it go? What other
So think about that.
video
So what does that
website
tell
is
you?
there?
So it seems like you better start fucking adapting, huh?
Right?
Yeah.
Where I could alternatively do
Yep,
this.
well
And still
played.
to this day, people, why don't you have your own servers, Phil? Why don't you pay for your own servers?
What? How would that work?
Why don't you start your own YouTube, Phil?
Yeah, start your own video uploading service. Oh yeah, a lot of people said that. This is all in the email, by the way. This is on page 18.
I think this got another really great idea, or I should start my own YouTube.
That's an insane pipe dream. Even PewDiePie, the biggest YouTuber, says he would like to do that, but he hasn't done it yet. You know how expensive it would be to have a private network of servers live to the world so people can watch my gaming content on demand and I could run my own ad revenue on it? It's insane. It's way too difficult. It's not viable. It's never been done in my opinion.
Nobody's suggesting you do that.
Well, except for, I mean, maybe one dude said it as a joke and Philip took it serious.
Maybe that's still in the email. Maybe we're still in the email.
Yeah. Big dog in the house says DSP is the Kenny Powers of YouTube. Absolutely. Good.
That's a great
good
show, by the
analogy.
way.
Whatever will be done, you need this. If I had millions upon millions
anything
upon
for
millions
this.
of dollars, yeah, then maybe I could do
Anything
it.
for
it's
this.
not viable. It's never going to happen. I'm always going to be reliant, sadly, on YouTube. And so this is just another
the
case.
saddest thing I've ever heard.
I'm relying on YouTube, but also I hate YouTube and they're fucking assholes. But I do rely on them. Mm-hmm.
Like, this is like someone, like, okay, you got your first job at like a department store or something, and there's a guy in the break room who's 75 years old, and he's bitching in the break room about how, like, you know what, man, I could be running my own grocery store really, really well. It wasn't these stupid managers.
Definitely that kind of bitch.
Doing here, right?
Dude, Walmart, they just don't get it. I could do my own Walmart. We could take over this place, dude. Want to do it?
You know how easy it would be to set up our own Walmart, man? Yeah, let's do it.
YouTube's copyright system's broken. YouTube's ranking system's broken. And I'm fucked. Now, there is some silver lining at the end of all of this. I don't want this to be a total negative
Silver
video,
tongue
okay?
talker. This is interesting. So I'll make sure I can show. I showed this on Twitter not too long ago, but I was trying to see the views, like how they've been doing since. I definitely want to do this, by the way. I might do it as a end of the year thing this year. At the very latest, I'll do it at some point next year. But here we go. The last 2 months, views have been extremely steady. After the King arc, it peaked in the summer there, as you can see.
Yeah.
And they are $100,000 views less than last year at this point in December. Not 100,000. Let's say 80,000 less or 90,000 less. So November of last year, was so. I mean, the trend of declining views has continued till this very day that we showed in the Mr. Hut stuff thing. It's just endless, and that happens when more people, more people enter the space. The industry changes, and Philip refuses to change with it.
What happened in May 2023?
I do not know. May in 2023, it went down to 376,000, but there was a steep decline starting in January from that month. So I don't know. Maybe there's.
I'm trying to think. I can't even remember what was going on back then. Oh wait,
that
was like just post side scrollers. So you'd think that there'd be even like a kind of a boost.
You'd think, you'd think. But yeah, so another reason that Philip is now admitting that the arc is over, because the last 2 months have been steady with his even lower than pre-King arc views now. So
that's not good.
Oh, pre-streams deleted. Yeah, he did delete pre-streams, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Yes, before he called it a podcast, he did delete some videos. There we go. Why did he delete those? What did he delete those for, though?
I think it was just like another pre-stream.
The Eminem song.
The intro.
Eminem song.
Jesus Christ!
He did it again. Nice.
The silver lining is this. Number one, even with the fact that my viewership tanked by about 20% in the past 2 months, I'm still making decent money. Okay? It's not like, oh my God, I'm destitute. But it's tight. Like, I'm at the edge now, where between what I'm making on YouTube and what I'm making on Patreon is like, wow, like, I can barely pay my bills. But I have debts from moving that I was hoping to pay down within 2 years. If it keeps up like this and there's no positive change, there's no way. Those debts are going to be around for a while.
They'll be around for a while.
Well, yeah, but they'll all go away all at once, luckily, right? So don't worry about that. Don't worry about him.
Yep, and a reminder, he is making 5 figures a month at this point. already. So, yep. But yeah, things are very tight, guys.
It means
Trust
I'm not
me.
going to be able to travel. I'm not going to be able to upgrade equipment. I'm just not going to be able to afford any of that.
Uh-huh.
All right.
So we're crying about
And that's just
I'm
the
not going to be able to enjoy anything nice.
Yes. And we're also playing Supercard at this point, 80 hours a week. So,
reality of it. And it's YouTube's fault. It's 100% YouTube's fault for not having these safeguards in place and having proper systems in place. They
80 hours in 2 weeks, excuse me.
fucked me over, all right?
Yeah, full-time job.
But the good news is I can still survive. You're not going to see me destitute and having to, sell my house. But
good.
You're not going to see the old kind. You're not going to see me be able to buy every new game. You're certainly not going to be able to see me go traveling and doing fun stuff. And you're not going to be able to see me buying every system and everything and being able to cover for you if this progresses the way that it is and it doesn't turn
So
around.
what do I come in?
Now, I've spoken with Machinima
I was going to
about
say,
it
how do you not have the
briefly,
Spider-Man
very briefly
2 or
with Machinima.
Spider-Man
They
1?
looked
I
at- they
forgot where that's my problem.
Yeah.
confirmed it. They said, we looked
I gotta
at your
get that ready,
analytics.
yeah.
We're looking at your Google rankings because they have access to that data. And I'm fucked. They're basically like, yeah, you're fucked. You have
Yeah, you're
dropped
fucked, basically.
insanely low. You were way up here, and now you're way down here, which means
Sir,
you've
I'm
got
just
no
drafting the
natural
email to
influx of
Darkside
viewers
Bill
to your
about
channel
his
whatsoever, which
copyright
is why you've had
strikes.
such a drop off.
Should I include the "yeah, you're fucked" part at the end here?
Yeah, leave that in. Start with that, actually. Open that up. Open with that, actually.
But
Oh, okay. Sorry, dear sir, you are fucked.
at least from what I've been told from Machinima, they believe that if I keep at it and I stay positive and I keep plugging away at it,
Philip, also add that part. Can you please tell him to stay positive, okay? Add that.
Yeah,
also
okay,
say
good,
he
good,
did nothing wrong. Add that as well.
Okay,
And
so
also
I say anything
say...
about him being really smart too. Maybe that would help.
No, add that. I know. Say there was nothing he could do. Say that, okay?
So that's a good one. I'm gonna use that.
nothing
Okay,
he could
hold
do,
on a second.
okay?
that give it another 2-3 more months, so hopefully by the end of this year, right, especially with all the stuff that's going on with new games in my year-end series, even though I'm gonna have lower views now, that hopefully the YouTube will finally start to see, he's still getting 2 to 3 million views, 2 to 3 million views every month, and I'll start to grow up and up again in the rankings. Will I ever get back up to where I was in the search rankings? Probably not, but at least it'll start to go up, and I'll start to get some more organic influx again into DSP
Just give up.
gaming. The casual viewer who doesn't know who I am, who isn't watching every one of my videos, but they're looking for a fun playthrough of a certain game and they type it in.
I'm looking for a
Maybe I'll
fun
start showing
playthrough.
up in search again, or I'll start showing up in related videos
And that's where you come
again.
in.
And people will
I'm searching. Any fun playthroughs going on?
Guys, you heard any fun games coming out in the next couple of months? Anybody out know any good games?
By the way, the views in December for DSP Gaming are going to be insanely low. Is what I mean.
Oh, yes.
Because look at like his clips. Like he's putting clips out. They used to during the arc, right? There was easy 1,000 views on a clip. Now,
Right.
like the Level 1 podcast can't get 500 views in days. Daily Rap never had a lot of views, but we're talking 300 views on a Daily Rap from 4 days ago. Look at this whole line here on the screen. Oh yeah, I know you can see you can kind of see 9 videos there. There is one video amongst the 12 that I can see that has over 1,000 views. One, and most of the rest have less than 500.
I was watching Korean Cobra recap channel called Bite Size Boglin, something like that. Shoutouts. And that channel gets 151K views on a 4-year-old video. And it's just so crazy to think how actual small potatoes DSP is compared to even someone like King Cobra, right?
It's wild, yeah, and Amberlynn as well. Amberlynn's videos, her daily uploads, they get 30, 40, even more 1,000 views if she does a drama style one.
But what about her detractors? Surely
her detractors get a fuck ton of views too. Yeah, she's DSP kind of is not mainstream at all, even though we think of him as he is the mainstream lolcow, but he's not, because he kind of be a special kind of person to be into the DSP lore side of things. But I think Amberlynn has a much wider base of detractors that follow the story.
Wider something.
That was intentional. That was intentional.
start watching that stuff again. It's quite ridiculous. Just give you some perspective. Some playthroughs that I've done, I've got the biggest playthrough of that on YouTube. So, for example, TV Superstars.
So, Godfather, you're right, but Amberlynn's detractors get, each video of a Amberlynn detractor, the biggest ones, get easily 30K views, 40K views for let's react to Amberlynn's latest video. It's insane. It's just
Step
Phil is a
step it up, guys. Come on.
much
Tell your
bigger
friends about these
lolcow,
videos, please.
but much bigger lolcow. But the Detractor verse of Amber is way bigger than DSP's Detractor verse. Let's say.
One of the few people ever when the PS Move was released to play TV Superstars. I did a cooperative playthrough of it. It was hilarious. Got more views than anyone who played the game. But now if you search for TV Superstars,
Yeah, what happens?
I'll show up, but I won't show up in the related videos like I used to anymore. If you're watching someone else play it, I won't show up over there anymore. And it really fucked me because
That's
that was
true
the
too,
organic
Mike Star.
stuff, the organic attention that my channel got, and it's gone. It was 1/5. Interesting to see, right?
Oh,
that
yeah, definitely.
1/5 of my viewership
Definitely,
weren't the
definitely.
hardcore viewers. It was these other people who just kind of wandered in, and I'm sure eventually some of those people became regular viewers and new subs. Why do you think I get new subs every month? It's these, not the people who watch my stuff every day. It's these new, natural, organically inflowing viewers, which is also why I've noticed my
Flowing.
subscriptions haven't been grazing very much the past 2 months. No surprise, because I'm not getting the new viewership anymore. So,
Well, I
the bottom
lost
line
the
is
plot
this,
for a
ladies
second
and
here.
gentlemen.
I know.
I'm
Can we-
just-
I'm kinda ready to be
three
done with
approaches
this.
I'm taking here. Number one, I'm going to continue to do what I do. I'm going to continue
Okay.
to work.
Oh,
I'm going
great.
to continue to do
I
videos.
want to hear this. Let me hear this part.
I want to say one thing
Yeah,
before
sir.
I go to my final thing you could do to help me. A lot of people is, well, what about streaming, Phil? Because, you know, have you noticed that your streams lately haven't had as many viewers as before?
Yeah.
because I haven't been streaming. My streaming's
Yeah,
been
idiot.
on and off for 2
Dumb
months.
fuck.
Where I can get it turned off for a week, it's back on again, then I'm not streaming for this game, I am streaming for this game. That's going to happen. That is a direct result of, number one, the false copyright strikes against me. And again, number two, when you're watching people streaming on YouTube Gaming now, I don't show up as high as I used to.
No.
I used to be showing up as the #1 guy, and I'm already kicked down because of the shit that happened in
No.
August. A lot of people were wondering. They're like, Phil's streaming until dawn. He's not even showing up in the search results. That's why I wasn't. Because of all the
What?
videos I
Stupid.
had to delete. I was kicked out of
That's
YouTube
why.
and search priority.
That's why I wasn't, dumb fuck. It's like,
Yeah.
hey, I heard you didn't make the basketball team. Yeah, but I had a hurt finger. That's why I wasn't chosen.
Well, yeah, it turned out that all the games of basketball that I played were actually video basketball, so they deleted those from my record, and now it's like they don't even count for the future.
That's why I wasn't chosen, dumb fuck.
Priority. So that's
Idiot.
what's going on with the streaming. All right.
Okay, got it.
Right.
Number three.
Okay, please.
And I'll be honest, this is the biggest thing right now that you can do to help me.
Oh,
Patreon.
go on.
Hey!
Let's go. We got there.
$1 a month. And it's all media. Oh, Phil made this video to beg for money. And
Yes.
See how-
shut the fuck up. Because
Whoa.
people love to twist my
So
words into shit.
so you're not denying that, huh? You're just saying that.
So you
stop
are
talking about that.
But I will beg for money. I am going to beg for money right now. When did Pay Me Tons come out from Rambo, by the way? Let me check that. What's the date on that? That's from Stay Ballsy, right? That's his channel name?
Shut the fuck up.
Yes, it's
up.
true.
Beg for money and shut the fuck up. Because
Shut the
people
fuck
love to
up.
twist my words into shit. Never did I ever say that people shouldn't be able to use Patreon or take donations or use crowdfunding. The only criticism I've ever given to people doing stuff like that is when they're in the middle of a game. And they stop what they're doing to ask for a donation or acknowledge a donation, or they basically they corrupt the pureness of the gaming. And the gaming is
pureness.
second-hand
I hate it when
sidetrack
that happens.
for some
They corrupt the pureness of the gaming. What are they talking like about? Big hog mods or something?
You have corrupted the pureness of the ring.
someone to send the money to get attention. That's what I don't agree with. I am
That's what I don't
100%
agree with.
Okay, wait. This is good for modern film. Hold
Acknowledge a
on.
donation.
Yeah.
And they stop what they're doing to ask for a donation or acknowledge a donation.
You
or
wouldn't
they
do that,
basically-
right?
Terrible. That would
they
be terrible.
corrupt
You don't do that, right?
the
Never.
pureness of the gaming. And the gaming is second-hand sidetracked
You
for someone
know.
to send the money to get attention.
Second-hand
That's what I
sidetracked.
don't agree with. I am
That's what I
100%
don't
in
agree
agreement that most people now who are
Yeah.
either live streaming or on YouTube need
Go
some
ahead.
kind of supplementary income because ad revenues have plummeted on YouTube. YouTube
Yeah.
search criteria has fucked people over.
Okay.
And it's not viable to operate your own business on YouTube anymore without some kind of supplementary income. Patreon is a way for people who watch your content on a weekly, monthly, daily basis and say, listen, I know it's free, but I love your content and I want to see you continue to be able to do this and put this out. Here's some money so that you can keep doing it.
Here's
That's
some
what
money.
it is.
Here's
and
some
it's not,
money.
a lot of people get the misconception that Patreon is like Kickstarter. It's not. You're not donating and saying, here's money, but I'm going to get a product. No. You're basically saying, I love what you do. I want to see you keep doing it. I appreciate it. I'm sorry you can't make a living just off of ad revenue or whatever it is that you make revenue off of.
I'm sorry you can't make money just off of ad revenue. Here's money.
Here you go.
I want to see you continue to be successful. Boom. Here's some revenue for you. That's how Patreon works. And the misconception about Patreon is that you have to give tons of money. No. The most successful people who use Patreon have a ton of people who give $1 a month.
Oh
Those are the most successful people. If you have thousands of people,
about that,
I'm
Philip?
sure this video is going to get thousands of views. Thousands of people, $1 a month. I wouldn't have to worry about fucking YouTube anymore.
Philip,
I wouldn't have to worry about
say
ads.
this
I wouldn't have
part
to worry
out
about
loud.
views. I could give a shit.
Guys, you can make my life very comfortable right now, which you already are, by the way, but you can make it even more comfortable if you give me more money every month. Just a little bit. All it takes is $1 a month, everybody.
Come on, guys. Will you please just profess your love for me now through via the medium of giving me money?
This is like televangelist shit right here.
If I fall up and down in the fucking search rankings, if someone falls copyright strikes,
you could declare your love of the Lord right now. We pass that plate around. Just put a single dollar in that plate, and the
Lord sees it. He sees that single dollar you put in my plate,
and you can sign that contract where you can go into the kingdom of heaven.
Now, does anybody know any psalms? Does anybody know any good prayers or,
Jesus will say unto you, you have done nothing wrong. Everything correct.
Does anybody remember what Jesus said in the Sermon on the Mount? Anybody? I'm not going to continue with the homily until someone tells me what Jesus said on the Mount, okay?
Go ahead.
You want. But if I don't have to worry about that because of Patreon, then that would be amazing. Right?
Yeah, it would be amazing,
so fucking jealous that someone like me can continue to be successful and continue to have a business and continue to be happy and to bring happiness to people on a daily basis with my gameplay. And they just are so angry that I could have a Patreon that's successful and I could have a YouTube that's successful, right?
Definitely.
We've been through so much since 2008. We've been through everything. Copyright
We've been through so much.
And fucking false flags. The channels getting shut down and being kicked out of fucking assets, being kicked off of Blit TV and going through partnerships and this and that and contract renegotiations and herpa fucking derp. And I'm still fucking here.
Herpa fucking derp reel be good.
How many people have been through the shit that I've been through on YouTube and they're still fucking here? I'm not giving up. I'm gonna be here daily to give you fun content. That's the part. That's the goal. But when this shit happens with YouTube and I have no control over it, I need your help.
You have a lot of control over it.
Really want to help? Patreon's the way. $1 a month.
Give me money.
If 10% of the people overall who watch my content gave $1 a month, I wouldn't have to worry about any of this shit anymore. You never hear me talking about fucking views again, and you certainly wouldn't have to hear about me being all
10%. You want 10% of your viewers to do Patreon? That is insane. Insanity.
Negative about stuff like this coming up. Because I don't want to make this fucking 40-minute vlog about it.
Yes, you do.
But I have to because people are in the dark about what's going on. They don't even understand how fucked up
They might not know I want their money, so I have to tell them.
I loudly do, and very aggressively.
YouTube is. This is how it is. All right? So thank you to those of you who've been there from the beginning.
All right, we got the point. Big ups, Candy Moon says, big ups, ALT, my favorite young podcaster. Thank you so much. I am very young. Very young. Thank you, Candy Moon. Solid Colt says, ALR for the Level 1 podcast. If we could get them to interact in some way, it would be very cool. I just don't know how that would happen.
I'm being... And no, this is not my wife. This is a different person. Her name is Amberlynn Reed.
There is a video where people were donating to get Amberlynn to say DSP shit, and she did mention DSP, but she didn't really know what they're saying, so it's not that funny.
That's okay. You tried.
Mr. Extravagant in the house says, Snood wanted me to tell you he misses the violin music. Oh, is that behind the scenes?
That's not true at all.
I thought he might. All right, move forward positively here. We got to go through a little bit more at least. So this is November 6th. Let me make sure this one's from. Yeah. So this is one sent in by Doomer Ziggy as a continuation of the story. We are now 2 weeks after the video we just watched here.
I guess YouTube did an update, whether it was an app update or a site update or whatever. They updated something, and now I don't show up anymore. And I responded last night on Twitter. I said, you know what? No, I'm not surprised because here's what happened. Back in August, I deleted hundreds of videos to protect myself from false copyright claims.
How'd that go?
And because of that, my channel dipped about 2 million views, total views. And it completely removed me from YouTube search as well as related videos since then. Unless you are a fan of mine and you watch my stuff all the time, anyone else who isn't and doesn't know who I am and doesn't watch my stuff, if you type in, say, Batman Arkham Knight, my playthrough doesn't come up. Or if it does, it's like on page 40.
So again, that's another... He didn't talk about Machinima telling him to do that again.
I'm at the bottom of the barrel when it comes to search results now because of this stuff that I had to do in August to stop my business from being shut down by illegal and false copyright claims.
Ooh.
So if anything, I thought that back then I would have been removed from live streaming results, but apparently I wasn't. Apparently it didn't happen until this week. So what that tells me is that basically YouTube was lagging behind and they were 2 months delayed with the stream stuff, and now it sounds like they updated. And they've removed all my live streams from the listings. So even if I'm live streaming and I've got a ton of viewers, apparently I won't be shown. And so I would not be suspicious. I would not be surprised if tomorrow, when I'm playing Star Wars Battlefront, even if I get hundreds and hundreds of viewers, you know, a decent amount of viewers that are my hardcore fan base, if I'm not listed on the YouTube listings, then I won't get that influx of the common viewer who's just there to watch someone play. And, you know, unfortunately, this is going to
might get my regular audience, but I won't get more than my regular audience.
I won't get the
that
more.
Fucking sucks.
My business for a while. This is not going to be an overnight thing. It's already affected DSP gaming for 2 months.
No.
And at a time of the year when normally I would have had, you know, view boosts due to all the new releases, I'm not getting the viewers.
So we're saying the same shit. You got the point there. Big ups Doomer Ziggy for sending us. Now, this is kind of funny. Like, we all knew why John Rambo made Pay Me Tons, right? Like, we know why he made it, and the timing of it is incredible.
It's a funny viral video.
We're in November of 2015 with this current timeline. He released it in August of 2015. Johnny boy!
That's not very positive, Johnny.
Where is it? I'll play it. Oh, here we go.
Hi. My name is John, and I'm special because I upload videos to the internet. But being so important does have its dark side.
No.
In fact, it means...
Hear that? He said dark side. Hear that? He said that.
What do you think the chances are that he picked up on that in the first viewing? Like, I don't think he did pick up on that, and I think someone had to email him and be like, "Dude, so what do you think of this very negative thing that
I think I'll go the exact opposite. I think when he said dark side, he thinks everything's about him already, right? So when he says dark side, he's like, "Look, it's about me."
Oh,
John, fuck you, John.
Is that my life is much more difficult than everyone else's. While you're following the average path of working a traditional job, attending school, or perhaps both, I'm following my dreams and busting my ass.
Oh, okay, so when he says it
games.
Exactly the way Phil does, I see what you... okay, fair enough.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Posting breakfast pics and vlog.
Oh, like that? Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. That's way more targeted.
That's way more targeted than I remember, isn't it?
Me
Isn't it for you? Breakfast pics?
Drinking gin, acting, and snorting.
When I'm blaming Kojima for all my problems.
When I'm brushing my hair with water after a heavy dinner.
When I'm bringing my underage girlfriend across the country.
Ass. Talking over video games. Posting breakfast pics.
Wow.
And vlogging about movies that I hate.
Wow.
Creative things. And as we all know, creativity is fueled by pure cash. This is why I've opened a Pay Me Tons account. It's an internet website that allows people like me to receive lots of creativity from people like you.
Big ups.
Simply log in and transfer the entirety of your bank account into my Pay Me Tons account. I won't even get out of bed for less than $50. And then together, we'll make sure that the world, well, my world, is a much more creative place.
Very well written, by the way, John. Got to give credit to John for this one. Very well written.
You can kind of feel the vitriol a little bit there, huh?
And Doomer Ziggy dropping the bombs here today. We also have in the very next week after that was released, we have some more DSP shade for us here. Here we go.
That change.
Notice that gentleman in the middle?
Ooh, no. Is that Brian?
I believe so. I believe that is Top Tier Gaming.
So,
Top tier rated.
it's one thing to say that, but to actually make that change is something else entirely. So, Not only do I agree, I think our stuff should be completely removed from the internet totally gone. And while at my job today, I made a call on behalf of those that don't like the show, that don't like me, because I agree with you. So on your behalf, I made a very special call to do your bidding, because you are the ones who are correct, you are the honest ones, you are the right ones. And we're going to play that for you right here, right now. There you go. Boom.
Hi, welcome to the Googleplex. Calls are recorded for training and research. Or just hang on. All right, let's continue. To help you get to the right area of Google, first, if you're calling about Google services for your business, press 1.
I don't know where we're going here.
Press 2.
That's DSP smashing that button right there.
If you're calling because you can't get into your Gmail account, press 1. Otherwise, if you need support for one of our devices or the Play Store, press 2. For YouTube, 3. Google Earth and Maps, 4.
All right, John, you could have cut this.
Products, 1 moment. Just to let you know, calls may be monitored or recorded for quality and training, subject to our privacy policy. All right, hang on.
Hi, thank you for calling Google. My name is... Can I start off with your first name, please?
My name is John, John.
Hi.
All right, thank you, John, and how may I help you out today?
Yes, how are you doing today? I'd like to file a complaint about a YouTube channel. It is called John Rambo Presents. And if you will, sir, I have several complaints I'd like to read. If you could possibly pass these along to...
I'm dipping. It's not dipping. Not the best, John.
This is a bit of a crank anchors kind of situation.
Yeah,
here.
not the best. Not the best. All right, so we have about 14 minutes till pre-stream. Let's watch one more video, and then we'll redirect you over to the pre-stream. All right, this one is November 26th, so just about 2 weeks since the last video we watched.
Advice.
Nice sip.
Okay. I've got maybe 2 more forum questions.
Please.
And then we're actually going to get into Twitter, Facebook, which will be very quick. So we're at the very end here, all right? Next forum question is from a Roman 318, and he asks the following.
Go ahead.
Unfortunately, due to your copyright strike against DSP Gaming, which is not true, it's not a copyright strike, it's a fake copyright strike, and it has been removed, by the way.
Okay, so it is a copyright strike,
You took down
all
of your Nintendo 3DS videos and set them to private. I really love the Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright playthrough with your funny commentary and hilarious voice acting. My question is, what are the fate of all your Nintendo 3DS playthroughs? Will you continue to do them as the years go on? And what is your strategy if you ever decide to use it? Well, it's very simple. It actually...
DSP's already in his chat, by the way. He said, "Good morning. I now have all PCs on Windows 11.
Whoa!
Fully future-proofing this stuff." Fully future-proof, haters.
This is a simple answer.
Nothing can go wrong.
Because of YouTube's...
In 2000, Windows 18 comes out. He'll still be on Windows 11.
Guys? I gotta update again?
broken false flagging copyright system, and because there is no defense against it, because it is an automated broken process that YouTube to this point refuses to fix or improve, I cannot make any of those Nintendo 3DS videos publicly viewable again until they fix it. So on the day that YouTube says from now on you need to actually provide legal proof that you own something to flag it on YouTube for copyright, and we actually are going to have humans check the information so that we call the phone number and make sure it's legit and we confirm you're a real person trying to fucking do this.
YouTube could definitely do that.
Very easily.
Hold on, let me call this number here. We have after this we have 4 million more of these calls to make. We could definitely get through that. Hold on.
Yeah,
until they do
work weekend hours, maybe.
Tough weekend.
Yeah. Those Nintendo 3DS playthroughs will be private. The day they fix the problem and the system's better, they'll go live again. Okay? Because I cannot risk having DSP Gaming taken down with more false copyright strikes and shit because of that nonsense. All right. Moving forward, I could do 3DS playthroughs. I just can't have backgrounds. So instead of having the backgrounds like I used to have with art of the games, it'll just be generic. I'll blue or whatever, and I'll just have 2 boxes, one big one for one screen and one for the other. But I haven't been asked to play one 3DS game this year, and it's funny because the end of last year was like an abundance. You had Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright. You had
anything else?
Tomodachi Life that I played.
Tomodachi.
What was the one that I played recently?
Yeah, what was the other one?
Was it Oh my God, Ocarina
Come on,
of Time, not
Phillip.
Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, 3DS, right? There were a few big ones, all within a few months span that I played on the 3DS and got some, pretty decent following. Did any of it, wow, amazing? No, but it was fun to play those games.
Oh, wow.
I could still do new 3DS games. It just would not have any fan art or any background to it. But the bottom line is, to my knowledge, nothing good has come out, or nothing that people would want me to see has come out. And this year I've gotten, now, besides Majora's Mask in February, I haven't gotten one request for a 3DS game, and that's why I'm not doing them right now. Okay?
Sounds good to me. All right, so I want to go. That's the end of that segment. I'm kind of interested in this. Thoughts on women's wrestling in the WWE.
Some people might know who he is.
Do you think he'll be positive or negative to his women's wrestling in WWE, Snood?
What could you have to say that would be negative about that? Come on.
Put yourself in the shoes of Atlas. We're doing Ask the King here. I'm guessing he will say, as long as they're good wrestlers, I like it. I'm guessing.
I would say as long as they're like they're not dressed provocatively or like doing nonsense like that.
Okay, here we go.
I believe that women's wrestling will ever be good in the WWE. I think that the first step to change is reviving the women's title. The only thing I have to say about that is this. I don't think that there is women's wrestling in the WWE. There's not, right?
Okay.
It's the Divas title. It's not women's wrestling. It's not the women's championship. It's the Divas title. And the WWE goes outside of their way, right? They go out of their way to cram it down your throat.
They go outside of their way.
These are not female wrestlers. These are divas. And so when they have Total Divas on the E Network, and there's
Total
the Divas
Divas.
this, Divas that,
Divas.
Which, by the way,
Divas. Had enough of the divas. God damn it.
diva actually isn't a positive word. It actually has a negative association and connotation. If you actually look up the word diva, it's like a woman who kind of has like almost an elitist complex. She thinks that she's this big deal. She's draws a lot of attention to herself, but at the same time she'll make a scene and she'll make a stink and she wants, you know what I mean? That's a diva.
That's a diva.
I'm not necessarily say that diva is a good thing to be called.
Stop saying diva.
But WWE wants to make it their own fucking thing, and there is no serious women's wrestling. Now there are women wrestlers. Women like Paige, women like Charlotte. They could put on.
We're getting deep, man. Hold on. There are women wrestlers, but there is no women's wrestling. Got it?
But there's no women's wrestling. I see.
No, there are women wrestlers. Hateful women wrestlers.
Wrestlers.
Great matches. They have put on great matches in NXT. But as soon as it hits the mainstream television product, whoever's in charge says, go out there and do shit. Don't go the extra mile. Don't do a great wrestling match. We want garbage. And how is it that we just had people like Sasha Banks and Bayley just had the first ever women's Iron Man match, which should be the Iron Woman match, in my opinion. I don't know why they called it a women's Iron Man match. It was amazing. You watched the match. Was it the best wrestling I've ever seen? No. But it damn well was great women's wrestling. Great quality stuff. You could tell they both killed themselves in this match.
Yeah.
That is a match that should be held in high regard. Of course, if they ever have an actual match on WWE regular TV, they'll be fucking terrible. The Bellas will run in. There'll be 5 botches. It'll be fucking garbage. WWE doesn't have women's wrestling. It has divas wrestling. I stand by that statement, and until they get rid of that shit and they have a women's title, they will never be taken seriously, and that's what I say. Here's what should really happen.
Here's Philip's plan.
Women's wrestling. Get a woman wrestler.
Get a woman.
Who's well known.
Find one of them.
From NXT or whatever.
Yeah.
She comes to the WWE. She runs through everyone. She wins the women's title. I'm sorry. She wins the Divas title. She lifts it up. And just like Medusa did when she jumped ship to WCW, she takes that fucking piece of shit title and she fucking throws it in the trash can and she says, that's worthless. Now we're going to have a real women's division and they have a real title and they take it seriously. Then I'll care. But no one's going to care. There is no divas, or there is no women's revolution. It's a divas revolution and it's a waste of fucking time.
All right.
The last question.
Hard-hitting commentary here from DSP.
A scathing indictment.
They are felted. All right, my friends, we will end it right there. And don't worry, I'll redirect you. I won't do the outro song or anything. Just sit tight. We're going to, for full context purposes, go to the restream, the scheduled restream that's up now, and we'll see you over there in just 1 second. No intro song or anything. We'll just get you right in. All right. So hang on a second.
Are they gonna see a message that says, "Hey, it's time to go over"? Hey.
Yeah, you're going over there. Go over here. I'm pointing. Go over there, and we'll see you there. Okay. So hang on a second. No Daytona. You'll get Daytona at the end of the real pre-stream, my friends. All right. So hang on. See you in a second.